feel me? Like, nah, like some white dude. Isn't Adam?
Are you serious?
Swear to God, fool.
What?
I swear to God.
That is so crazy.
You were referred to as a rapper.
Wow. That's funny because, like, on the way there, there's like a white woman, not terribly attractive, sitting next to me. And I could kind of tell that, like, based on a couple of people saying what up to me on their way into the plane, that her vagina was like moistening, just like knowing that she didn't have any idea what it was, but she was around somebody that like a couple people said like, hey man, big fan. I could feel it just emanating off of her.
Feel it in the air.
The groupie lore.
She wanted to suck my balls. Yeah, no, it was crazy. How you guys doing? What's going on?
Oh man, it was a great weekend. I'm doing good.
It was a great week. I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, it's such a great weekend.
You guys,
we were doing good.
It's
right,
okay.
because, all right, understand why I have a phobia about this.
It's
because there used to be another person who, if they were to run up, would get boobopped, who used to basically throw a fit whenever we would do a trip and they wouldn't be included.
Yeah.
And so I'm hypersensitive to that dynamic. We only were really at first going out there because I had to do Cam Newton and Big Facts. And then, like, obviously, Bricc Baby has an Atlanta pedigree. I was like, boom, perfect person to bring with us.
Duh.
So it's not anything personal. I just want to be very, very careful with your feelings because I have dealt with zesty humans who make a big deal out of this sort of thing.
Bad sitch energy.
I'm like,
beyond.
I'm beyond honored that I'm even being considered in this regard. I didn't even think that was going to be like a thing.
Well, just because we all sit down every week, I just don't want to be.
No, when we go to Joshua's tree, well bring them.
I love that idea.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
I want to ride Joshua's tree. Now that he's single.
It's a
I want to ring your bell. Can we get the AC?
He just came back, because I tried to wear this jacket because I crossed it out. You see what jacket I got on?
TB.
Trash bag boy K. You see me whacked it out with the.
He turned it into
wow. Oh, that's him, huh? Trash bag boys. I forgot.
You see, I got the big whack out right there.
Wow. Trash bag boys killer. I didn't even think about that.
Nah, but dude, I'm glad. I would totally bring Bricc Baby on an ATL trip. 100%.
And now from now on, whenever anybody tries to tell me that Bricc might have a shaky relationship with Atlanta, I'll have a retort because
a stronger version
I
to
felt
that remark.
the love that he was receiving out there.
We was in them streets, huh?
We were outside doing everything.
Doing everything.
So break it down. What's the weekend look like?
Friday. All right, let's give a little rundown. Friday, we get in at kind of late-ish, maybe like 4 p.m.
List the squad, just for those who don't know.
The squad was a small squad, just me, Bricc, Remo, and Hurley on the camera.
Okay.
And we get into town, chill out for a little bit. I actually just collapse, fall asleep for 2 hours. Then we get up, boom, it's time. We meet up with Propane, TJX6's old manager, who's got a crazy history in Atlanta.
Propane, CMG, A&R.
Exactly. So Propane takes us to a random Sleazy World Go album release party at a hookah lounge. Okay.
In Tulum.
Walk right in Tulum. Girl asked me, like, hey, where's Tulum? I say Mexico. She goes, no, Tulum is a club in Atlanta. I go, Anyway, so
the border with Guatemala and Belize.
We walk into, because I'm experiencing like culture shock. Like, what's going to be going on at the Sleazy World Go hookah lounge album release party? I walk in, bunch of Muslim chicks, all got their hair tied up. They don't give a fuck. They're rocking out to Sleazy World Go, and they're hitting the hookah, probably. I don't know. And anyway, have a good little time there. I met Deshae Frost, who I'd never met before, a popular streamer.
When you say Muslim, were they
They just had their hair covered, and I'm an idiot, so I'm assuming.
Covered.
Right.
They probably were Muslim chicks.
They're probably from Pakistan.
Ethiopia.
But
Richard.
Pakistan, the Rallo thing.
Little Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, go from there. We went and visited where King Von lost his life for some reason. Stopped by there, took a picture of it's another hookah lounge, Monaco, I believe.
Yeah.
Photo comes out super blurry, not even worth posting.
He got ran down on also.
Very weird. Who? Oh yeah, a bunch of dudes start running out of a barbershop to see what's going on as we're observing this corner. Then we go to Magic City.
Isn't it crazy how small that building is?
Yes.
That like always throws me off when you see it. You're like,
I mean, you should see how small the building was. It doesn't take too much for a party. Sleazy World was like a smoke shop, and then this side was like a fucking hookah lounge, and it was like a shotgun house, like just straight back, a bar in the middle, and just fun around it.
but it's just action packed and for such an iconic place. Like my preconceived like notion was that it was going to be larger than life and so big. I see this
Because somebody lost their life there, so it's like it has to be.
No, but you're talking about Magic City,
Magic
right?
City.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the Booty Hut.
But yeah,
And Booty indeed got hutted in there because we had our own little section. We was throwing money. We performed our verses from the No Jumper Cipher.
Amazing.
No stream sniping necessary, just real life clout. People going crazy. People singing along to the trans bars. People loving it. I think a lot of people in that strip club probably might take a walk on the trans side now.
hey,
Or they probably already have.
Or they already did. Pussy is big in Atlanta, from what I
pretty
can see.
dense-
Yeah.
pretty
From what I
densely.
can see now.
Because when you're roaming the streets of Atlanta, you notice quite a few things. Way blacker than the average American city.
yeah.
More zestiness than the average American city. No shots. I'm not saying that everyone is gay, but
It has one of the highest gay populations.
And
in the
the
country.
Zest Monsters, they dress like gangsters.
he walks up to a dude like about to say what up to him. He's wearing all blue, got a neighborhood hat on, everything, and then he just sort of realizes like,
Yeah, no, it was like I'm looking like because he got like a wife beater neighborhood hat, some blue chucks and some skinny jeans on, and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, cuz from the hood or something, like, what up? He like, he hit me with the neck pop, like I'm like, oh, okay, all right, that was new. That one was new.
He's throwing his set up. You feel me?
Yeah,
bananas. Anyway, all right, so had a good time, got drunk. Unfortunately, my first night in town, for some reason, 75 hard. You're not supposed to drink alcohol. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 70, more like too hard.
I was on the Don Londres. Shout out to Holly TV. Anyway, yeah, I got a little too drunk, but was having a good time in there. Then we leave. I don't want to say who was driving, but the person who ended up giving us a ride was very intoxicated and proceeded to be mashing through red lights. Like, I really saw my life flash before my eyes. We ended up getting home safe. I could have died.
Rick, you got him.
Me, Remo, and Hurley could have died. He was in another car right behind us.
But they was trying to follow them. I damn near flashed on them. Like, we not doing that dumbass shit they do. I end up calling one of the people in that car, like, man, y'all gotta chill.
Yeah.
Y'all got very important people. Y'all playing with these red lights and all type of stuff. We got security guards with Briccs that, we don't know.
We don't know where they came from.
Yeah, we don't know. Shit.
Yeah, ended up getting home safe from that adventure, so that was cool. Then Saturday we went and linked up at the Trap Music Museum.
Oh, amazing.
So even just walking in, you got King, T.I.'s son. He just posted up at this little like shop thing outside of that, selling T-shirts, whatever, just hanging out. It was crazy. Then we go up in there. Young Dro, I interviewed him.
Young Dro was there?
Young Dro hung out with us all day.
Do you think that T.I.'s son doesn't have weed with his T-shirts at that thing?
Oh, well, that's smart. I like that.
I think that's the bigger idea. Like, let's do the T-shirt stand where you could come buy this T.I. son weed over here.
But is that not beneath him?
I mean, he wants to. Come on, bro.
He want to be his own man. Yeah.
All right. And then, having weed with your face on it is the thing.
And this is the thing, too, is that selling weed, like, all right, they were telling me that they witnessed Dub one day, and, like, some of the employees were leaving at the end of the night, and they're, like, copping eighths off Dub.
Yeah.
And that made me like, I'm under hustling.
Yeah,
because
you might need to bust you a pound
what,
down,
what,
right?
what is the profit going to be on the eighth? Maybe like $5, $10.
Hey,
That's a dedication to the hustle that I don't want to lose. You know,
the hustler spirit. He gonna be.
I think Dub is doing it more for when you drop the bag, you see an awful lot of gelato bag in the streets. It's more of a promo thing. Like, we even got gelato.
right?
So basically,
You know
he
what I
gets
mean?
paid to promote instead of paying for promotion. So he
Exactly.
kind of is like doubling up.
And it's an awful lot of cost serve. I could put shit in here and charge you $70 for an eighth.
Hey. But okay, so we spend the whole day kicking it with Young Dro. He gives us an entire
One of the
tour.
most underrated rappers of all time.
Whoa.
Yo, but not in Atlanta.
What?
In Atlanta, he is famous as fuck. Like entire families walking on the street. I'm talking like 10, 15 people, all as a giant group. Dro, can you take a picture? Can you take a picture? Like he is the fucking man out there. Like,
not to mention how he set it off.
Yes.
The crowd.
So after we do
I didn't want to fast forward.
Right.
Yeah.
After we do the museum, the Trap Music Museum tour, which is very cool to see that like T.I. and them have basically created this like big ode to the culture out there, which is like, you know, it's something that would be really cool to do in L.A. We can think of a lot of reasons why it might be a little complicated in L.A., but then
they got their own issues.
Don't leave out the
sense.
escape room. The escape room was like the experience.
We didn't actually do the escape room, but they basically have like a secret area that's pretty much like the worst, grimiest like trap house you can imagine, with the pissy mattress and it really stinks in there. It like really smells gross. Like I really felt like there was probably like mold on the walls, growing out of the walls that might kill me. It was foul,
authentic,
but really gives you the vibe. We didn't actually do the escape room type thing, but Young Dro showed us by, I don't know if I should give it away, but
we can't tell it. Yeah,
he showed us some secret compartments and stuff.
Escape route.
It's pretty cool.
The whole thing of the escape room is you go in there and it's like you in the trap. Now you can live it in person. Like the police hit the door. How you gonna get up out of here? You got, what was it, a minute or 30 seconds to get up out the trap? It was one of the two.
Well, I think they give you a while, I think.
To get out? No, because the police are coming. So it's probably like somewhere between 30 seconds and 2 minutes.
Which would be a unique situation because you're in a trap that you literally don't know how to get out of.
Yeah.
Well, man, also, I hired Josh Mannheim because we did an escape room together and I was impressed by his problem-solving abilities.
Oh.
Isn't that weird?
That's crazy.
But we had a lot of time doing that. I think it might have been at least like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that.
Time with the police, so I can't see. But either way it was pretty dope. It showed you how to escape a trap. So people who like didn't grow up trapping, you could go there, get you a real trap experience. And they got like, even that, it was so beautiful how you could see all the rappers still coming together, or like T.I., even his ops was in the museum, and they had shrines in big ass rooms. Like Young Jeezy
like
was T.I.'s, Jeezy had a brick room. Shawty Low had a dedication. Like all his ops,
and they have modern stuff too. They have like a whole section about Lotto because she's like the newest person they added to it or whatever.
That's awesome.
And I asked Young Dro, I said like, has there ever been times where maybe somebody like T.I.'s not getting along with somebody? Are you tempted to maybe not to take down part of this? And I'm specifically like hinting at the Boosie, signage that was going on because they were not getting along for a few weeks there at one point. And he's like, nah, it's bigger than that. It's about the culture. Like even if there's beef or whatever, we don't give a fuck. I respect that. Anyway, they have like a restaurant on the same plot of land as the Trap Music Museum. So we end up just posted up, hanging out with Young Dro for like 4 hours while he eats salmon bites outside, like fried salmon bites.
He raps about exotic food quite a bit.
Which is why it was funny seeing like what food rose to the occasion for him in that environment. But we just like hung out there for fucking forever. And then we ended up, there's like a huge Druski show with tons of people like 21, et cetera, headlining, Kai Cenat, et cetera. And we went there with Young Dro, and I had no idea. I thought we were just gonna like kind of hang out on stage and like film him and just sort of use him to like get our vantage point of what this whole big Druski event was like, because it's in an arena. It's no joke, huge.
Yeah,
felt like the whole city was there, and
that's crazy.
He sold out the State Farm Arena where the Hawks play.
Kind of towards the last minute. Towards the last minute, he says like, "Adam, you got to come out on stage with me." I am wearing like the least swaggerful outfit ever. I'm just wearing like plain jeans and a t-shirt, and like I had to do it. I didn't even think about the fact that I should have like done a little bit of research to remember exactly how to shoulder lean, because it's just been too long. I just like didn't even remember how to do it. So I felt kind of awkward out on stage. Didn't really like.
Wait. It wasn't that awkward. You ran all the way out to the tip.
But I wish that I had like I just didn't.
That was the best part. The offbeat white boy.
You know what I
wish?
wish? I wish I had chugged tequila before I went out there, because I just like wasn't loose,
or been off a Xan or something like that.
Yo, if you hit me with the half a Xan, oh my god, I would have been perfect. I would have been out there. They would have kicked me off stage for being too gay. I don't know.
No Limonene 6. You didn't take breath. It wasn't the opposite of Primatine Mist. Any of that? Like,
What's Primatine Miss?
The Primatine Miss.
What's that?
I need to get lit.
You feel me? That's
Primatine Miss is asthma spray.
Yeah, it's over the counter. That's
But he said he takes breath.
Yeah,
So he doesn't give you breath. He's the opposite of Primatine Miss.
Dro. I'm cleaning this bitch.
Right, okay.
Dissect the amazingness of the.
I never knew what he was saying on that part. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, Young Dro, we might not respect his talent. We might not respect his craft.
Who's we?
But no, I'm saying as a coast. I do. That's my boy. Adam seen the relationship we had. We know each other. We never really kicked it on a day-to-day, but we both know of each other, seen each other in passing a lot. They all call me shitty. But at the end of the day, Atlanta, he was in the middle of a verse and turned that shit off. The whole stadium kept it going for him.
As they
But you
should.
see a
That
lot of that with like the Shop Boys and the
Yeah, because those was
Travis Porter, etc.
Yeah.
Like there's like a lot, and everybody's kind of like, well, not everybody, but like a lot of people are wearing the garb that's associated with the
Snap
time period
era.
that they blew up.
Yeah.
Tons of gigantic
3X
white T-shirts.
talls and
Yeah.
shit.
That pool palace.
Yeah,
energy.
the pool palace.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Don't play.
What?
Hey, the cool thing is about Young Dro, exotic foods and
Colorful cars.
colorful cars, such as the Lima Bean 6, which rhymes with Primatine Miss. And like Dro, I'm glad to hear that he's as cool in person. Come on. Man.
But you know what? I saw that conversation playing out like on the Reddit and stuff of like some people just having no idea who Young Dro is and being like, why is Adam being brought out on stage by this guy that we never heard of? And then some people being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He is the biggest legend, you know, like it's crazy. Like that age gap, that shit just happens as time
He's
goes
the
by.
corrupt of Atlanta.
Yeah, he's like he's
He's the most lyrical.
every
like,
battle rapper loves Young Dro. That's like the
he's the corrupt.
literally.
You want to understand Young Dro's lifestyle is that he felt like he was spending too much time on his phone, so he got a flip phone and just doesn't even have an iPhone. But he has like a manager who has an iPhone, so his manager will like periodically come over to him with FaceTime calls.
FaceTime, yeah.
So it's like very difficult to reach him directly, but you can kind of go through his man.
That's awesome.
That's celebrity shit right there. That's good.
That's
And
aura.
all he does is like flick through the phone like it's something going on in the flip phone. Like
Yeah.
it's an iPhone.
But on it feels like he's always on the phone with someone.
Yeah.
Like there's just
Yeah,
always
for sure.
somebody who's around, and it's like up to him if he wants to like actually engage the conversation. But they might still just be on the line while he's just talking to us for 5
For
minutes.
sure.
It was fucking weird. But anyway,
awesome.
that shit was sick. Managed to see my boy Kai Sanat, great guy,
Hell
not
yeah.
a stream sniper.
Stream
Very nice to tap in with him. And we saw a lot of other people there. It was like.
Did you say I'm Adam 22 from California?
Adam didn't know who ugliest rapper alive is. We have to get Adam tapped into these funny YouTube streets.
I didn't know Toilet Paper Nose guy until you brought him on here with me.
Yeah. The could have been shit is kind of like taking over the fucking.
I know.
Yeah.
So there's all these like good quality memes that I don't fully grasp because I didn't watch that shit.
Yeah.
But I got to get more into it. But yeah, so did that. Ended up going home a little early. The hangover from the night before was kind of kicking my ass. I sort of regret it. Saw Michael Rubin in the flesh.
Oh wow,
And Glorilla.
fire!
Didn't actually get a chance to take a photo with
from
him.
Michael Rubin.
Not
You
true,
did-
but I would have
you did.
accepted it. If he wanted to give me a back hug, I would have taken it.
You did tell me don't bring it up on the show. My bad.
No interaction with.
As long as he doesn't clasp his hands.
But what if he like acts like is more like a lower
What if it's like a
you feel like
chiropractor
a little
vibe?
dick on your leg?
What's a back hug?
They hug you from
The
the,
little
back.
baby back.
Oh, like-
the little baby hug.
They wrap you up. Okay, and then Sunday we end up spending the entire day hanging out with Woody.
I took
aka
Molly Saturday too after I left you guys. Remember?
Really? Oh yeah, you said that. I love that for you.
Go ahead.
I mean, part of the
I
problem.
said that my favorite Bricc is Molly Bricc.
Part of the problem is that I like wanted to go to bed so that I could get up early to do stuff, and then in reality, it's like I could not sleep till 4 every single night, which is basically 1 here. But it's like
Yeah.
on the East Coast, I just
Yeah.
could not get into anything resembling a normalized sleep schedule at all. So we spent, like hour and a half or like almost 2 hours doing an interview with Woody. Then we took off to Mechanicsville and just like hung out in his neighborhood for like many, many hours, and then ended up going bowling with him. So that was
Sick.
pretty fun.
Oh well.
this is complicated for you. Right,
yeah, this is complicated.
He's been called out for it because you did say that you weren't going to come.
Yeah.
And then you ended up coming.
But you fucking wanted to go through the fucking hood. Oh, leave my white boy while he walked through the hood.
My security was 6'9".
We don't know if he's a shooter, Adam.
It's fair.
He's
I
still
don't really
on my
know,
clock at this time.
Listen, I'm going to give it to him that he's going to spray for me.
He gonna spray.
No Adonis, he had the baby Drake.
He had baby Drake. Yeah, baby Drake.
No Adonis.
Yeah, baby Drake. But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, all right, you told me you was gonna go to a bar and I was gonna leave while you went to the bar and then come back after you exited out the bar. So then you decided to roam to the park here, there. You was in these streets.
We're everywhere.
So I'm like, I can't leave my mans in the streets. So I just kicked it. I'm like, fuck it.
I am perfectly happy being your excuse for why you wanted to hang out with Woody so bad.
No. I was getting to it. Hold on. No, I'm getting to it. First and foremost, I told all the people that I care about in Atlanta that I was coming down there. For the culture, I didn't quite, because I don't know how Slime and them really feel about him. I did not do the interview. Was I in Atlanta with Woody and Adam? Yes, I was. Have I been knowing Woody before Thug and Woody's relationship? Did he tell you that?
He did. He was vouching for you. Did I not
live across the street from his grandmother's house?
You did. Yep, you guys said that. Yep.
So
yeah,
I know the little nigga. So it's like either start an issue right here and talk shit, and it's not my business what the fuck is going on their case anyway. It's not like when I get in the shit over here that everybody that wants me to fucking fight they battle for, and they ain't fighting my fucking battle. So it's like, nigga, okay, this little Woody, I been knowing you. I know what you about. I know what you do. I don't know if Slime fuck with you, if he don't, but I'm not gonna do the interview. Now we in Mechanicsville.
I mean, that's a big statement right there.
I used to be in the 3. The 3 is my second home. So when I pull up and I see Bebe outside and I see all the OGs outside and all my 30 Deep partners that I used to buy blue jeans from when they used to steal the motherfuckers.
The Rock crew.
30
no,
deep.
Rock to 30 crew to 30 Deep to 30 YSL.
Deep. No, it was 30 Deep. This Blue Jean Bandits. 30 Deep has no. Rock Crew Bandits is raised on Cleveland. 30 Deep is Mechanicsville. That's why he keeps saying I'm not from YSL. It's nothing that connects them. But yeah, they were the Blue Jean Bandits back in the day. So I mean, shit. All them niggas was over there showing love. They went at them. Yeah, make it uncomfortable so we don't get the footage that we need to get the fuck up out of here. Like I told everybody I was down here for a Woody vlog. So,
but you not doing the interview is like a big statement because obviously you'd want to be a part of like a moment like that.
I sacrificed a whole lot. Like shit. Hey, I want the clout.
For the possibility of like it being all bad. So you did that just in good faith.
But without even. And then we took a picture outside. It's like we gotta get one. Shit,
I saw the moment where he was like, yeah, let's get one, because he was already taking photos against the wall and Brick's just kind of standing near there, or Brick's taking a photo of somebody else.
For me.
And then it was like a moment where he asked for a photo or like, yo, let's get a photo, and I see it where Bricc has to make the decision real quick. It's like, do I want to make this awkward, or I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, yeah, let's take a photo.
Yeah. He hella didn't want to, huh?
Because he's torn, because he's got the streets trying to drag him back.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, he's grown a lot, and he doesn't, he understands the value of content. And he sees me willing to sit down with people I don't even like, people that I've had issues with.
For sure.
So I feel like Bricc is kind of in a weird place where it's like he sees both sides of it so well that he has like a big choice to make in a situation like that.
Yeah,
and you only have like a fraction of a second to do it because it's like either
it wasn't a fraction of a second. I knew where I was going. Listen, can't nobody make me feel no type of way. You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, Woody is a fucking legend, a star, a fucking media, a social media like superstar.
He's entertaining as fuck.
What we do is cover the hottest media in the hottest places. I'm a part of No Jumper. If we got to go do some shit like that, yeah, I'm down. I signed up. That's my line of work. Shit, the fuck? And I can't wait to get outside and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't I? If anything, you would want me to go get the information up out of them. In the perfect world, you would want Bricc Baby to open pause.
Open Woody up.
Yeah, but he probably would have talked a whole lot more.
You're gonna make somebody feel more comfortable potentially because you have the relationship with him. So then there's a frame of reference.
But that was probably the most fun day because we were like really outside, kicking it with the people, with like a huge crew of people. Like bro, multiple places we went where you would see, people that you would never even ever. I would never expect any of these types of people to take a picture with me or whatever. But you're walking into the bowling alley and there's like 3 11-year-old girls just like, oh my God, it's Woody. Like, he has a level of celebrity out there just from acting a fool in the fucking courtroom that has people losing their minds. Like his level of stardom out there is fucking ridiculous. And you realize in real life why all those videos he's in do so well. Because the people love him. Like including people that realistically, like, the fuck does like a little girl like that know about like snitching or whatever? She don't know.
Right.
She just knows that he's funny as fuck whenever she sees him on Instagram.
Damn, I didn't know he had it like that. I ain't gonna lie.
What he shut down? Listen. Immunity must be the best thing in the world. I mean, he's cutting off the police on the 4-wheeler. He's running red lights in front of the police, hitting wheelies, telling them to leave them motherfucking people alone. And he parked in a fucked up spot. The police was so mad they couldn't do nothing to him. They were just like sitting by his car, pissed off. Like,
mad as fuck.
That's crazy.
He behaves as if there's no possible way he could ever get in trouble with the law.
Wow.
Doing fucking wheelies on that 4-wheeler all around town like it's nothing.
No helmet.
That's like some that's like Al Capone-ish type activities. Like
Two hopped on there. He didn't want to kill us. So.
I tried. I never used a clutch before. I was like figuring it out as I went.
Yeah, it takes a second.
1 down, 3 up.
I don't know. I'm like squeezing the 2 handles, just trying to figure out what the mix was to get going fast here.
I was like, I looked, I said, man, I hope he don't come out of first crazy because that bitch is 50. He was on like a 450, so I'm like, oh.
You know I was waiting.
That's a lot for someone to like. That's a.
When I seen him come out of first still, so I'm like, oh, he got it a little bit. He's straight.
For your first time on like something like that for a 4-wheeler, 450 is a lot of machinery.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was trying though. In that environment, like I was just like, okay, I'm trying everything. Guy walks up, he's doing a prayer with everybody in the parking lot. I get fully into it. I'm praying. I'm putting my hands up, doing the love sign, everything. People are gonna see the vlog and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with Adam Troy? I'm in the prayer circle with everybody in the middle of the hood.
This fool starts levitating.
He wasn't trolling. He was just accepting the coaching.
Right.
Like Adam he turned to me like at one point, like, damn, I feel like a local.
That's right.
They showed him a lot of love.
They were just being so fucking cool. And then we ended up going to the bowling alley at this like giant arcade thing. Like this is what Woody chooses to do with his riches from doing all these 20 versus 1s is he gets 2 lanes side by side.
3.
3?
Yeah.
And so he's playing like mad games of bowling at the same time. And like you could put a picture up on the screen that is like it's like an underlay for like your scores. And all 3 of the pictures are Woody smiling with his watch. Like and he's got like all his friends and family and like tons of like kids from the neighborhood. I don't know where the fuck these kids came from. And like
that's awesome.
All his nephews.
Yo, he's just like in the zone. He's loving it. He challenges me to this fucking NBA game. I have never played a basketball game since NBA Jam in literally like 1992. I whooped his ass. I couldn't even figure what button to press to defend. And still beat him. So that was very endearing. Is that he's like really into bowling and like hitting the arcade and stuff.
Think he let you win?
He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. No, he was trying like his life depended on it.
Wow.
He's super competitive.
I don't know why.
He was gambling on all 3 of the screens too. Mind you, he was on every screen. He rolled. He had a turn on every.
Throwing
every
20s
lane.
on the ground before he fucking bowls and shit. It was crazy.
Segue to that. I mean, not segue, but just like not to keep on inserting myself in the conversation, but even during the vlog, I was inside the car when we was doing certain shit. Like, you know what I mean? Just to not confuse everybody about what was going on, but I had to have my boys back. And we had fun at the bowling alley, and I don't mind being in that part of the vlog. I really don't care. I'm only doing it just because. Like, I don't care what the streets say no more. That shit's been over with. It's like
that kind of crossed my mind throughout the day. It was like, this is such good, clean fun and such just like a great time that I was thinking like, if someone were to pull up and start firing a machine gun at us, it would really stand in stark comparison to the rest of the day. So I'm glad that day didn't end that way.
Thankfully, there was no.
Just because when you talk about Woody, you just hear people act as if it's like a miracle that nothing has happened to him. But then when you're with him,
this motherfucker's outside. Y'all don't
like
want Woody.
Nothing.
Y'all don't want him.
Yeah,
not like that. I hate to taunt people, but like, bro, yeah, y'all might as well start a podcast about him. Like, that motherfucker is outside, bro. You know what I
mean? He was outside.
Was there any new like ATL rap that you hadn't heard before, like upcoming talent you were like that got put up on where you were like, okay?
No, and I didn't exactly hear anybody driving around bumping any Atlanta drill either. Maybe that might still be like a primarily online thing up to this point. I'm not sure.
I know they'd be slapping Nudie out there and all that.
Nah. It's like a mute baby. It's mute baby Kia, the baby drills, the anti, all the rappers that yell right now, like the yell rappers. I don't think we were nowhere. We should have went to like a local club so we could hear what was new and up and coming, because they usually fuck with their locals there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But also just like yell drill in the club is a weird. That's a big decision.
That might be like the place for it.
You might be scaring the hoes.
When I was there last,
Laserdisc scares the hoes.
When I was there last, which was last June, that was my longest ever not being in Atlanta. Like 15 months unless I was in jail. But Baby Drill they were back to back in Baby Drill. Like, so, you know, might be what's going on.
There's like even like when 21 first came out, that was a stark contrast to
very true.
You know?
Yeah.
But I did go out with Long Way, and we went to Opium after hour where I had inherited Molly
Santana.
I'm glad I wasn't around for that, because I was having a hell of a time trying to get to bed before 4.
Oh yeah, it was no sleep that day. But it's a Boss Man D-Lo's world right now.
You feel like that?
I tell you that. Hey, when I tell you, yeah, that's all I heard. Big stuff.
And then the final day was Cam Newton podcast at 10:45, which was a huge honor to get to sit down with him. And I was judging him intensely, because I hate when I click on a podcast with somebody that I want to hear an interview with, and the host is like a celebrity who's already rich and famous, and then you like listen to them do the interview and it's pretty obvious that they don't give a shit. I did not get that from Cam Newton at all. He was like deeply involved, going off script, going in like wild 30-minute tangents on it and everything. So I was very impressed by him as an interviewer and his whole little setup. Although the weirdest part about it was that it was in a cigar lounge or like a cigar shop. And so like every 20 minutes there would be like a loud noise of like the ventilator like sucking all the smoke out of the air. Because that's another thing too, is that we try to not smoke cigarettes or weed in the beginning of the podcast on here. He's firing up a cigar as it starts, like it's nothing. So I don't know. Maybe when you're Cam Newton, the algorithm. Listen, you wear the funny hat, you're allowed to smoke the cigar on air. Makes sense to me.
How much about you did he know?
He's just
do you feel like legitimately?
He knew a bunch of stuff. He asked me some interesting questions.
Yeah. That's dope.
It's for the people out there. They're gonna definitely want to.
Sorry, Cam, I was high.
Yeah, well, it was very early, so I didn't blame you.
Early.
I was on like 3.5 hours sleep sitting there doing this interview.
Sleep at 4 or 5 in the morning, and then like they put me in Adam's room right by like a fucking loading dock, or right where the fucking trash truck comes at 5 in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, because my window was facing like a giant dumpster.
But you didn't hear that loud ass noise in the middle of the night.
You want to know what it sounds like when I'm sleeping?
It wasn't really there, fool. There was no noise.
Listen to this. I want you to hear what I hear every single night when I'm sleeping, when I'm on the road in the hotel. Listen. Noise, white noise, black screen. Sleep, study, focus. 10 hours.
Oh, that's racist.
Sometimes I wake up and the shit is like almost over. I'm like, wow, I'm so glad that I fucking woke up before this thing ended. But the sound machine, I got used to it from having a kid. Because the kid sleeps with a sound machine, and that way, like, it's not going to wake up.
Both of you guys.
If I'm watching loud videos in the living room, she's not going to hear it because she's got the sound machine on. Oh, I use it on the road too. It's amazing.
Any noise like that, like any just monotonous drawl or just like ambient music.
Because so many times in my life,
myself to sleep. I was like, fuck it.
So many times in my life,
nightly,
I have been woken up sleeping in a hotel by just like a horn honking. or like some fucking garbage truck outside at 7 a.m.
They come at fucking 5:30 over there.
Yeah.
6.
Well, here's the thing, guys.
And it's like 7 trash cans. I'm like, oh, they're coming to get the trash.
That's why I need my sound machine. That's like a Zan.
I live a couple blocks away from MacArthur Park, so there's
Oh my God,
an
yeah.
array of them.
Downtown sucks too.
Bro, the noise
Sounds the worst too.
Yeah, literally. Not only that, like,
Smokers yelling and shit.
I heard really disturbing noises. Like I've heard things that like are really kind of like changed me as a person.
If the sound machine is going to spare me from listening to a woman get forcibly fucked by a group of men in a tent, which is realistically something that's probably happening every day in downtown LA, that's even better. Anyway, after Cam Newton had to do the obligatory Zaxby's stop for Remo, then we ended up back at the Trap Music Museum to hang out for a little while longer. Then we go to Big Facts. Tapped in with DJ Scream, Big Bang, and Baby Jade. Yeah, so that was a good one. Bricc was on that one with me as well, so that was cool.
DJ Scream, legendary.
And they called me shitty through the podcast. That's how you know where my roots, how long they've been knowing me. Jade was forgetting to even use Bricc, baby. She's like, so what about shitty?
And listen, he just can't help himself because there was definitely some conversation in that episode that people are going to be talking about. People are going to tap in with that. And then I did one other podcast with a guy named Jay Hill, who Laura hooked me up with. He's like kind of an up and coming podcaster. And then immediately go to the airport, get on the plane, sleep the entire time, get home,
rappers, bro.
Sleep another 6 hours, wake up, bring my kid to school, hung out for a couple hours, here I am. So that was the Atlanta trip. And that kind of trip is like a really, really, like that trip just stands out to me so much because every single day we did something that's like really great from a content perspective and also managed to have a good time. And
it was fun as
I just need to do like that. I need to go to Detroit for like 4 days.
Love Detroit.
Just knock it out over the weekend, get a ton of culture in, tap in with a bunch of locals. Cause like the level of like happiness I was getting from people from just being out there was like just so crazy. Like by the time we left Woody.
Culture vulture. Who I thought that everybody thought he was a culture vulture.
Right.
Everybody kind of just wants you to show face in the hood.
And then you get out there and it's like, it feels like nobody would dream of saying anything negative to you, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of guys, I'm not going to call them shooters, but they looked intimidating, who are around Woody. And by the time I left, they just like grabbed me and were like, yo, I got mad respect for you now after having you out here and shit. And I'm thinking like, you got respect for me. I'm expecting you to do something. So,
no, I think you know what? Like you're more down to earth than people might expect.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because they kept pulling me to the side, like, yeah, man, that's all everybody need to see. They need to see this side of Adam. Like, I'm like, well, you can't get that on a podcast,
right?
Yeah.
It's true.
I make the mistake of thinking like, I do a podcast. There's 100,000 people watching this fucking video. They should all fuck with me from just the video, but like somehow like touching the ground and just really being out there with the people just means so much more than I give it credit for. So I'm gonna keep that in mind and I want to go to Texas. I want to go to Florida. I want to just like tap in with
the Bay for real.
Yeah,
too.
the Bay, all these different markets that it's like, what? We just go out there for 3-4 days. It'll be beautiful. Yeah,
1000%. You know, and that's I always loved battle rap for that because you really be like in them sections with the people and you feel that love. You have to be outside doing that. So
for sure.
That's always it makes everything seem more connected.
This guy has a comment that said, Adam is the rich kid who's happy to see poverty for one day and then it's back to the mansion in the suburbs. What poverty? That's not at all the case. Everybody was doing quite well for themselves.
Atlanta's a very affluent city.
That at all, yeah.
It was people was arguing about who was gonna pay for the bill. They wasn't letting Adam pay for everything.
Well, I did purchase $500 worth of food at the bowling alley for everybody.
That's
I didn't stick around to see their reaction. I kind of wanted to like hang out and be like, hey, 9-year-old boy. You better say thank you for those chicken nuggets.
I didn't know you did that. But,
tangy barbecue sauce.
Those little kids were amazing too.
But Woody spent like $200 for the bowling lanes and shit, and he was geeked that they gave him cards to be able to play games with, and he was giving them to me. I'm thinking like, whoa, he's just giving me like cards for the arcade or whatever. The shit didn't work. There's no money on it.
Go charge him up. They gave you the card for free. Now go put the money right there.
Load him up.
Or I think it might have had like $5 on it, which was like not enough money to play the games that we're actually trying to play. Whatever.
I'm curious about what you were talking about the first night, and you said you got too drunk, right? Like,
Don.
I was taking a shot of it right now.
yeah, we about to do that.
You guys.
When did you realize? Salud.
Shout out Don. Don Londres.
You are the most Hispanic white guy. You gotta go about salud.
When did you?
Brother.
Cheers, brother. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You just made some more fans. all the Nick Fuentes fans are very attached to you. Whoever stuck around since the Nick Fuentes interview was just like, whoa, I knew I was sticking around for a reason.
I know one in particular. You know what's funny too? You know what's funny though? Like ATL, like being out there, they're super down to earth people. Like in the South in general.
Oh, yeah.
So I could see them seeing that you more chill than people realize. Because the thing is, it's not just the podcast, Adam, that people might have a preconceived notion about. It's the newer arc where we're low key the ops. People have this misperception, even though we're really the good guys.
We're fighting against the machine.
They hired one of the biggest ops.
It's just like who?
You did me. It's a combo.
Yeah,
I love an op.
A little bit of sharp.
And I know
Flacco.
And I don't say this with any disrespect, but just like from like a rap reference standpoint. So this is not like a diss, but I feel like we're like the 63rd. You know what I'm saying? We're like the ops. We're the ones that people have this perception of, but in reality,
I said
you don't
that
know.
on Big Facts.
Wow, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't want to be a 60-30 and like I fuck with it, but also like I want to be beloved.
That's okay. So, but this modern arc where they not only see the podcast, but then they see, because Big 22 wasn't going ham on like IG stories like that before. You know what I mean? That's a newer Adam thing. And I think when people saw that, they're like, damn, like what's really cracking with this guy? But then when they actually meet you, they're like, oh, he's magic.
Well, you want to know what I love about Atlanta? And they gave me some of the reasons for why this might be the case, but I asked Young Dro, I'm like, Young Dro, why are there so many beautiful women here?
Man.
Why are there so many women, period? And part of what he said was, there's so many colleges, so you just got tons of like women who are in their like early 20s or whatever, and colleges skew female, like a lot of them are like 60-70% female. So as a result, while we're sitting out there at the fucking the trap music diner or whatever, I'm seeing like beautiful chicks just walking around on foot
Everywhere.
I'm like, this is a great thing, because also
raining bitches.
You are down south, so the average BMI is higher.
Yeah, there's more ass than usual.
Which for the mayonnaise complexion might not be the best thing in the world, but when you're talking about all of the black women walking around, listen, I'm not mad at a little junk in the trunk. So there's a lot to admire out there, let me tell you.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing.
And they got a lot of real ones, too.
For sure that.
True.
Atlanta's
the augmentation and the natural, they're both just on
they were
deck.
both.
Yeah.
No, they were on deck, but it was like, oh, that's that real ass right there.
Well, there's like there's already a lot of beautiful women out there, and now it's like a huge, not just in hip hop, but overall just an entertainment mecca.
Awesome.
Tyler Perry got his studio out there and all that. So
And
there's so many beautiful women moving there and then intermingling, and so it's just like, yeah, there's definitely
So after college, they like settled. You know what I'm saying? Most of the women, it's a fun city. They probably out there getting money from all the trappers and all that. Nah, but then you got all the bussy out there. So now that takes away another percentage of the black men or men, period, to where the population of women that are attracted to you is like, well, shit. It's only, I ain't trying to say nothing because the whole city's not gay, but it does force you to have more bitches.
If there's a bunch of gay dudes, it makes you even a little bit more of a rare commodity.
Because there's, oh wow, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
And not even to gas myself up or anything, but there was many times where like a woman would see me like just standing on the street and would like pull her fucking car over and double park just to go grab a flick with the 22 stir, which doesn't really happen to me in LA. I was like, wow, okay, I feel much more special here.
You're more exotic for sure.
Yeah,
like they don't be seeing you out there like that. You might see Adam on Melrose every once.
And I was looking for a Galaxy gas huffer the whole time. I didn't see any Galaxy gas while I was out there.
Posers.
Posers. You guys don't get down. You should see it.
Yeah.
I'm with the Edgars in the drop top constantly nosing.
That's what I'm saying. I guarantee there's no nos out there, huh?
But I guess there's a crew called the Nos Boys that was trying to link with me. Like somebody was trying to like connect me to him, and I was like, listen, I don't got enough time. But
amazing.
it does kind of sound crazy. Like, picturing like an army of dudes just roaming the hood with they all
with
have
tanks.
it. And they all got it on their head. The CIA one. Dude, that meme has been killing me this whole fucking week. The CIA one, and it's a bunch of dudes with the shit on their head.
Yeah, they said the CIA won. They pushed another drug on the community, brother.
Hey, congratulations.
It's the natural evolution of crack.
I don't know where you guys are nosing, but y'all need to pop out because the nosers were not outside at the Druski. Maybe they couldn't get them into the.
So arena. They won't. Yeah, they won't go anywhere unless they got it. Yeah.
It's like a blick.
It is kind of weird too because it's like. I've always, full disclosure, I don't think I've ever done more than like 2 balloons in a day. You know, if you go to a party and they have it, it's like, I'll fuck around. I swear to God. Maybe that one porn party.
I was about to say, you were constantly nozzing.
Constantly.
That was rough. I was fucked up at that one. But for the most part, it's like, if they have it, I'll fuck around with it a little bit, but I'm not going to go crazy with it. But now it's like gotten to the point where it's like Coke. If there was a photo of you in front of a plate of Coke right now, people would be like, Lush does Coke all day, every day.
I mean, they say
like,
that regardless.
Right, but like if because I've had a couple of clips where I just happen to have the balloon in hand, they act as if this is something I'm like sincerely addicted to. So
like your blue snot.
I almost feel like I can never do it on camera again because they're going to just keep composing this narrative that I'm addicted to it. Well, I also rapped about it, so maybe not the best.
I'm wondering how long it's even going to be like around for. Again,
I don't see it going away. It seems like this because, all right, you got to think about classes of drugs. A big part of why people like weed is because it gets you fucked up, but not too fucked up. You're not going to have to, get carried away in an ambulance, but it feels good. It gives you a nice little head high. You feel relaxed. You feel a little bit, woozy, a little sleepy. It's a nice drug in that way. Nos does the same thing. But it's not like abusing your throat in the same way, even though it has a host of other complications.
Bad for you, though.
It is bad for you, but it doesn't feel like it's bad for you in the short term. You have to do a lot before you start to like really notice that there are serious side effects towards this. And I mean that makes it different, like in terms of classes of drugs. Like Coke, you do Coke, you're on top of the fucking world for 20 minutes or a half hour, whatever it is. It's very different than Nos. I don't really see the Nos thing going away because it's that sort of low-level drug that doesn't feel like it's that bad. But once you start doing it, it's a fucking really bad one. Someone told me about a rapper. There's a rapper out there who can't walk. I'm not airing him out. But I heard about a rapper who can't walk right now because of the Nos. So.
Sheesh.
That's crazy. I know a couple people that's going through some problems over the Nos.
Yeah, the thing is,
you can't have a bad diet and fucking you guys don't drink water.
Yeah.
You guys don't you just tearing your fucking body apart. You don't drink water. You don't eat greens. You don't do shit. You fucking soda and fucking Nas and perks all day. Yeah. You're not going to the hospital anytime soon.
Wow.
Okay.
Who's here?
Okay.
Can we get the update? I want to know what happened.
Come on.
Get him a mic.
You trying to be on camera?
Please.
I gotta come no jumper first, baby.
You got Cheeto dust all over your shirt.
Please.
I don't know. Is that from the incident?
We're good. I just pulled it. Up.
Oh, okay. YBG in this bitch. Wow, we haven't seen this man here in quite some time.
Come on, welcome back.
You got a nice limp to you, man. Fuck you been on?
For those who don't know, YBG had a little bit of an incident a couple months ago, and then he posted on his story.
Where is it at? Where happened? You gonna leave him hanging?
Oh, I was listening. What's up, man? What's the deal?
That's a clip right there. But anyway, so he had a little bit of an incident involving a pew pew, as the TikTokers call it, and then apparently you had another one over the weekend. What happened?
Yeah, man. You want me to be totally honest, Adam?
Whatever you can say.
I'm gonna be honest. I was at my auntie's house, which is predominantly in our ops, but it has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with me anyway. Like, you feel me? The first one, was more so had something to do with me, you know what I'm saying? But this one, it has nothing to do with the first situation, you know what I'm saying? We can get more in detail if you want to go one-on-one, whatever. But this second time, I was fucking bored. You know, it's football Sunday. I just want to watch fucking football. I'm at my auntie house. I'm like, my nephew broke the fucking TV, so I'm like, fuck. Where the fuck am I about to watch the game at and smoke some weed? So I hit my boy. I'm like, I hit Face first.
Yeah.
I hit Face first. I'm like, Face, who can give me some weed? And,
That's why you hit him from my phone.
yes.
Oh, because he kept on saying like, cuzzo, he about to be outside with the weed.
Oh, I never even seen
He
that.
called me. Big Face called me, but I'm like, I'm in Atlanta. What the fuck are you talking about? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so now I hit Face, because mind you, a lot of people.
Face from Trouble that we interviewed.
Yeah.
Who people are asking for a part 2 with.
Which would be fire.
In on it?
Yeah, of course.
Which would be
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
That dude was tight.
So
Pause.
I'm bored, no weed, no football. I hit my boy from Troubles. Well, I hit G-Face first, then that made me think about my other boy from Troubles. And I hit him like, oh, he sell weed. Oh, let me go over there. You feel me? So I go over there. And so now I'm with the Troubles. They're my peoples. I grew up with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're my peoples. So now
Me
it's
too.
rap.
I have a close friend from over there.
Really?
Yeah, short,
Yeah.
Lucy fade.
You said what?
Oh, sure, smack.
Oh, wait.
I thought he was talking about Punch. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace
yeah.
to Punch too. I didn't know about gang shit back then. Yeah.
Yeah, but so
You got sick.
we sit. I get over there. Because he come pick me up from over there. I get over there, and I'm telling his sister. I'm telling his sister the story. Like, hey, look, I'm good. I don't got no limp. Like, you know, I recovered from the first one.
I recovered.
Yeah, hey, I'm still alive. Goddamn. So, like, pretty much, I'm telling her
I
that,
interviewed him.
and that's why. Oh, you did?
Is it yours or you steal it?
mine.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
No, let's mine in the
of course he
airport.
stole
Yeah,
it. What are you doing?
No, that's a trap music museum lighter. Can't say that's yours.
Straight
Only
from Young
4
Dro.
people are supposed to have those. Go ahead.
So while I'm telling them what happened, I sit down. I sit down in a car. So you know how the car is parked on the curb? Say the car is parked on the curb and both passenger sides of the doors open. So like I'm sitting down, but I'm talking to the sidewalk. I'm talking to everybody on the sidewalk. So the car
you parked the wrong way.
No. The car's parked the right way, but I'm on the passenger side.
Oh yeah, sitting in the car.
Sitting on my feet are on the curb, and I'm sitting in the car. If I didn't do that, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it'd probably been bad. But anyway, so come to find out, because when it happened, I'm thinking it's retaliation
for KS.
for KS.
We lost. Oh yeah.
First and foremost,
we lost KS. Rest in peace, KS.
First and foremost, we lost.
I
gotta say this, because it's a lot of shit been going on in the inner city of LA with just gang shit and just people getting shot. It always happens around the summertime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, that peace treaty got everybody mad, so now everybody trying to show up.
That too. So I want to go and say, you feel me? Long live KS. Long live DG Bang. Long live my brothers that passed. You feel me? One Punch and G Hound. It's just been a lot that's been going on. So you know I had to take some time.
G Hound from A-Trey got killed?
No. From UG.
Oh yeah.
So I just had to say that because it's a lot of shit that's going on. So I'm thinking that it's retaliation from that because it just happened. Like we had just heard about it. Like you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then it's crazy because I was just with KS 2 days priar, bro. Like we were just at A1 Burger. Like you feel me? Literally,
So this
just
is all
regular.
within the past few weeks.
No, this is all in the past few days. Like this weekend.
Okay.
This weekend, bro.
All those, the 3 people that the 2 people he named plus him all happened
Same
hours
day
away from each other.
Same day. Yeah. So we are like all at the same day. So that's why I'm
I
like,
keep getting calls like he shot.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
so
No, I had auditions for this show, and these girls were performing, and even one of them had to leave because their brother had got shot. You feel me? Yeah.
So to make a long story short, my homie from Troubles has a son.
Don't say where.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say who he has a son from the other side, and the father and the son have been getting into it. I don't know nothing about that. I'm just coming to get some weed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming to get some weed. And that situation happened. You feel me?
Just totally random. That's fucking
Totally
crazy,
random,
bro.
like, you feel me? So everybody, thinking like, oh, it's the same situation that happened. No, like, I just happened to be
He got in the middle of a domestic dispute. It was
some
domestic
family
violence.
shit. I don't know.
Father and son.
Yeah, I have to get that off though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have to get that off.
So it's a completely awkward thing that you had no idea you were about to be in the middle of, and it just winds up.
When I look, literally verbatim, while the shots are going off, I'm like this. I'm like, I said, again? I said it like verbatim, like, again? God damn. After I said again, boom, I seen that shit hit my foot. I'm like, oh, shit.
Foot?
Yeah, my foot. I'm like, oh,
That's where you
fuck.
got shot in your foot?
Yeah. This one, on the side.
What the fuck?
So I'm like, fuck, I'm just now getting like all the way recovered, and now, god damn,
It ain't even been 3 months.
Break a bunch of bones in your foot or
man, nah. So they did the X-rays. I would still be in there if I broke anything. But they did the X-rays. They said it's just tissue, something with the tissue, like torn tissue. No broken, no broken bones or fractures. So God is good, man. Mr. Fantastic is in the building, man, and Mr. Fantastic on the way. I was waiting because look, mind you, I got inquiries for podcasts all over the place, bro. But it'll be weird if I give them my story without coming here. You feel me? To the home team, bro. And I'm still haven't even gave it yet, but I just at least being shown or appeared or in the flesh of me. It got to start here. You feel
What
what I'm
is
saying?
worth you look like healthy?
Yeah, you look pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm great, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna burn. It's
Besides
just
the
burning.
limp, yeah.
It's just burning. Like that shit just burning. But as far as like all this type shit, like I'm straight. Like
Yeah.
It's like you stepped to the getting them squats.
like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I never felt sorry for myself.
You're not fresh out the shop. You didn't just get twisted and come straight here.
No, I
type
got
shit?
cut. I had to get a cut.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to get a cut.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Shot,
saying.
man. What's this?
Yeah,
Oh
come
yeah,
on.
this is that.
That's that Don.
My man definitely needs some Don.
We need some little bottles of
Is
it.
that what got
That's
2
what we
cups
need.
in it right there?
Oh yeah,
They ain't got the little bottles. You feel? We need a little
Yeah,
baby.
they gotta make the little dots.
just for us.
We
to
gotta tell them
play
to
with.
get the little dots.
Dude, Holly got a chain. He got a chain of the little bottle.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, the dude who made the song. Yeah,
I heard that you got a.
Oh, it's a song to this? That's what y'all
we'll
just
talk
saying.
about
There's a
that.
song, another
Whatever.
brand.
Adjacent tequila. I heard that you got a bust down Nosseg chain from Ben Baller.
I'll never hear the end of it. Oh my god. Holy shit. Damn, bro. I'm glad you're all right though. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy,
Yeah,
man.
God is good, bro. I
You got
can't
to
complain.
figure out what your mission is. You got to stay out the way, brother.
Oh no, for sure, for sure. You know, I got, man, bro. Ever since I got fired from No Jumper, man, things just been going downhill, Adam.
Oh, man.
It's just been
You
going
would call it-
downhill.
You can't call that a fire.
Bring the news back. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, if you bring the news back, we're lit.
There's a
And no one will get shot.
YBG is back.
Said nobody's gonna get shot.
in LA. Period.
Yeah, I'll be clear. You know, you won't see me going past Pico.
For the world, he didn't get shot because of no jumper narratives.
Oh my god, come on.
Both times. No, the first time they're like, oh yeah, Adam got him shot. He was at a party and no jumper and
Oh,
cough
wow.
syrup.
Hey, shout out to everybody watching. We just hit 5,000 live viewers. Let's get that like count to 1,000 likes. Smash the like button. We really appreciate it. Damn, that's crazy, man.
Honestly, like, I was really concerned because I was about to visit you in the hospital the first time we was chopping it up and all that, and then you wanted leaving the next day. And it was like, okay, you doing better. And before we got a chance to link, because we had been chopping it up, I hear about this. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It like scared me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fucked
'cause
up.
I just put it in the chat because I didn't talk to you. I'm like, oh fuck, Gordy shot again.
Reminds you, I'm like, I already know I know your mindset. For it. I already know. How you
No, but because we care. You feel me? Motherfuckers fuck with you and shit. Like,
He know I was cussing his bitch ass out.
No,
the whole
for sure.
time. That's what he know for sure.
Yeah, I just had like a few little mishaps during me, being shot because I can't be a victim of crime. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
Fuck all
told him
that.
you was a member?
Huh?
Victim.
No.
You can be. Shit, you can't tell them who did it because you don't know. But shit, if you ain't documented as a member, I'm documented. They would never give me a check for getting shot.
So I was about to be. I fought that shit. That's how that works. I fought being on gang file.
Yeah.
Wow.
If
Like a motherfucker.
if you're on gang
That's
file,
gonna get me Yeah.
If you owe gang foul, you document it. Like, you can't just get a victim of crimes check. Like a regular person, like if you get shot, you got like 20, 30,000 coming. Depending on how bad they fucked you up.
Yeah, I'm from nowhere.
But that's what I kept telling telling Redacted, the mustard man. I told him, I'm like, dude, you could just go get victim of crime if you really got redacted, but you didn't really get redacted.
It's funny that you say that because I was thinking that to me it would have made sense if this person was never able to get a job working in hip hop media again because people would be scared to hire somebody if they thought that that person was likely to manufacture a lawsuit against the company that hires them. But I didn't consider that there are media establishments that have no money. So if you work for them, they don't worry. They're not worried about getting sued because there's nothing to take. I didn't consider that.
Fucking asshole.
Didn't consider that. He's
But hey, there's a place for everyone.
Yeah. So you
Working.
basically said they're bankrupt, but they're just existing.
I'm just saying that anyone who has some bread probably wouldn't want to hire a person that they thought was likely to sue them.
They got the company card, though. They might just give them the company card, tell them take a flight or two.
Turn the whole thing over to him.
Would you say that they're morally bankrupt as well in certain regards?
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not. Yeah. All I know is the No Jumper Cipher was the hottest cipher. We got to have a round two.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
a bot-free
fuck that.
round two.
So
That's
wait,
facts.
because y'all don't see, y'all are living your lives the way that y'all living your lives. I get all kind of shit thrown at me. I'm talking about I gotta answer all kind of shit. Why wouldn't you want to know Jumper Cipher? I'm like, wait, hold
We
on.
do need to do one with you, Dub, and Zan.
Remo.
And Remo.
Remo is salty because he didn't get a verse.
Yeah, no Remo.
Oh, because Remo used to rap.
That's how I looked at it. I thought Bricc was in because I be shredding Bricc on the verses. So I'm like, I get where we going with that because
I let this nigga go in the booth.
why the Kill Squad song that up? We got a Kill Squad song.
I haven't heard that.
It was I fucked up
Kill
my
Squad
verse.
It's not.
song.
It's hard.
And if I take off the last four of my verse,
we can't even.
fact, we could. I drop the song like it is. You can't fuck with me bar for bar.
That
nigga.
song's hard.
I like this energy.
Okay, you know the
can't
truth.
fuck with me, nigga.
I'm putting up shots every day.
Nigga, the night that we recorded, I recorded the hook, and I usually don't let nobody come in until I'm done with the verse. But I'm like, we should just let Gordy go first. In the middle of that, I went to go get high.
You didn't say how I did on the verse.
He went crazy.
Yeah.
No, he went crazy.
I'm just saying we
No.
should play the song and let the people decide who the harder verse.
No, it's actually like that trash. My verse,
His
I hate the last four of my
That's
verse.
why it's not out.
It's not out. I just gotta go fix it.
I like it.
You know, another cipher at some point would be tight, except for like when you're already up 1-0. You know, there's not really
That's what I'm saying.
pressure to. It's more like we were having fun, and I'm down to have fun, but like.
Yeah, and definitely, it's weird seeing some people take our cipher as if it was a direct operation against them, when in reality we just all got together to make a song. Now, once I got in the booth, took a few shots. I didn't think of it as like a full throttle diss song against
all.
anybody in particular. I was just
No.
talking a bunch of shit about a bunch of people.
Look, I'll be honest. For me, I felt like I was being very lighthearted. I felt like my jabs were super light. I didn't really do any full dissections of characters. Like the person I got at the most really was Dijon, and I didn't even say bro's name, and it wasn't.
No, I feel like you got
jokes.
a tone pretty hard too.
No, it's just like-
we were talking about that on the trip.
So let's explain. So let me
Let me
break
quote
this
you
down.
from my recollection. Tony ain't even known to get busy with the Glocky. Ever. Oh, wait. We were talking about that. You know, okay. As far as I know, actually, I know that to not be true because he told me at one point that he had been in multiple shootouts on the job, not with us.
So, and that's what I was referring to is tone in the professional setting.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about no jumper employee.
You took stripes away from his get out. He said that Tone ain't even known to get busy with the Glock.
Ever.
So, okay, the ever might have been a bit excessive. And I was not questioning Tone's gangster whatsoever.
Right.
I know Tone in a professional capacity when he was a security guard in No Jumper. And, you know, per my experience, I never saw him have to brandish
Never.
any weapon because there's always been amicable relations at the door, blah, 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 blah. So in that context, he ain't never known it. And that was the claim that he got busy with the Glocky. You feel me? So, nah, he ain't known for that.
How'd you know it was the Glock?
Oh, you feel because it rhymed with Glock.
You started.
With the really, it was all a setup for Lizzo's body. All right,
that was
it
really
all
funny.
rhymes with Lizzo's body.
That's fucked up.
Jussie Smollett and Lizzo's body is crazy.
And look, you know, my whole thing was lighthearted. We're having fun. I'm talking about the no jumper Rico indictment. You feel me? Like I'm not really trying to go on at helmets that hard. I seen what Bricc did. I was like, okay, Bricc, he taking little jabs. He taking little jabs, but there's sick references, and the song is great. I was like, I can't make a song as good as Bricc, but I could turn up with the punchlines, so let me make a few more disses. You feel me? And then it just kind of went crazy from there.
Did you talk to Blasey?
I heard
Did you see the clip of him talking about it?
He's not psyched about me at all right now. But the thing is,
that was funny. His reaction, he said a bunch of grown men rapping on a boat. I'm like, I seen you rapping like a year ago, Blasey. What are you talking about?
I honestly thought the Blasey shit was lighthearted. I
thought that was so funny, and I was so surprised to see him being mad as fuck about it. He said, "You see me everywhere like Blasey's bitch." Now, granted, it's like he's talking about a girl that like Blasey hasn't been with for like over a year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to laugh about that shit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't like really trying to make fun of him or
you
nothing
do see her in like almost every music video, so I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah.
Nobody laughs at shit we say. Everything that we say is so to the heart. Like, what do you mean? Like, goddamn, we can't joke either. Like, I took a picture in front of the Jacksonville sign, and it's like, yeah, I trolled the internet, but when the ATK dudes DM me, I'm like, listen, we cool, right? You about to take these jokes every time I get them to you. I told GMK that last night. Like, nigga, get out of that tough shit. Come down here for your interview. But until then, you can troll too. I'm giving you the pass, right? Any Florida clout, I'm taking it.
And that's really like that's really what my whole response when I was analyzing, because I did a full blown bar for bar analysis of both songs because I like that. I got my channel cracking again, my new studio, trying to do my thing over there, right?
We seen you doing a lot to appease the crowd. You were shirtless.
Oh yeah.
You were pouring beer over your.
I didn't watch any of those clips, but I definitely saw some wild titles for some clips. Yeah.
Well, you know, you gotta like. First of all, it was really hot, and I was really high. All right.
Yeah. People do need to know that it has been 110 plus degrees in California.
Pouring beer is insane. Pouring beer, a piss bath.
I just felt like it was like, because the thing is, if you look at that stream, it was 4.5 hours long, and there's a lot of coherent dialogue and deep conversation.
I didn't say that you were off the record. I was saying that Compa would have loved to be on that episode.
If I see Compa, I'm a probably.
And you sent me a video with a young Edgar out in the field who was rapping along to those lyrics, like quoting.
No,
out in the field.
I can't walk a block in, you feel me, my section without like an essay walking up talking about it. If I see Compa, with that voice.
People in Atlanta were asking me, are you really gonna rob Compa? Who's Compa?
What you tell them, like, we'll find out when we see him.
Yeah, I guess that's how we'll find out. I'm not actually, you know, I have no rage in my heart. You know, it's the same thing with saying I would smack Joe Budden
just
in the strip club.
Being able to floss Compa's chain up here.
Well, somebody offered to give me a watch that allegedly used to belong to him.
That's what the fuck you was talking about in that verse.
What chain?
No, I'm talking about that watch.
Oh yeah,
that was the that's why you thought of the reference, because you know it was a watch.
I didn't really think about that, but that is a good. That'd be a good reference.
He's cerebral.
Yeah,
he's cerebral. You know the cool thing is though, like, basically I'm just analyzing the song, and all I really did was critique the record and be like, at the end of the day, it's all good. Y'all can talk as much shit as y'all want. I get it. We on the other side. We not really homies like that. So what does it matter? You don't gotta act all all super offended by me because like we're not homies like that. Who really cares? It's not serious, but y'all are gonna talk shit and we gonna talk shit back. Don't act like it's like, oh, Lush, we really cared about you. We're gonna give you opportunity. No, you didn't, motherfucker. Y'all never gave a fuck. And my whole thing is like the angle of the song is like throwing boulders in a glass house. It's like, bro, like no disrespect, but it's like, how old was your shorty when you met her, T-Rail? Like, how old was your lady when you met her? I'm not saying she was underage, but I'm saying she was probably within the teen. Sounds a little teen snipey to me.
I saw some people doing some science out there trying to figure out if there was anything in that regard. But it was reported formally in the media that One Arm and his lady went on double dates with Kylie Jenner when she was underage.
I mean, and the thing that really, so this is like
chauffeur.
This is like selective politicking at its finest, and I'm really confused why even the people who stand off business that are around that and him and all them are gonna think that that's cool in any regard, and that's not complete hypocrisy.
I think he already realizes that was a bit of a miscalculation because it's really drawing a lot of attention to his own involvement with this sort of thing, which was documented on places like TMZ.
Like, you feel me?
It's not really debatable. I mean, it's out there.
Look, Kylie Jenner when she was under 18, Tyga and T-Rail all had King in their moniker on social media simultaneously. So I mean, like that right there, he's like, and for you to be like, oh, this is his excuse was, oh, this is some rich shit. This is some shit that they like. Oh, she signed away on the consent. The mom said it was cool. So first of all, we're using the Kardashian family as the barometer of what's acceptable in society. That's our moral compass. That's what's dictating our moral compass. That right there, those people make sense in any capacity. And because they have a little bit more money, it makes it okay.
It makes it justifiable. Like,
I know they had one more Bricc session up there. I'm gonna be back on Fig with 2 Glocks. It's like, god damn, everybody y'all have up here is like, hey, so what's up with you and Bricc? They just had P Nice on. It's like, hey, we cool or we not? Because like y'all gonna have Bricc baby sessions all the time and let people lie on my name.
And like I've said this before, but like there was a time when me calling them a reaction channel seemed like a big exaggeration, and now it's just like, oh no, you've really fallen in line with that.
No,
like,
I think reaction channel
that's the JV squad.
It might be generous.
No, I was gonna say that was applicable at the time. Now it's more like a support group. Like,
it's like, let's get them some more views. Let's drop a song and say that it's the reply to their cipher.
And the only time those fools were hitting me like back then, last year and all that, was when I'd be talking about your ass. You feel me? And like, be like, oh, let's check in with Lush.
You know, one of the craziest thing I've seen in all of this that I did not expect at all and didn't know about previously, but there was like a breakfast, and I don't mean to throw Tyga under the bus or anything, but there's like a Breakfast Club clip where Charlemagne is basically like giving him a hard time.
I remember that.
But his reaction was one of the craziest things I've ever heard from anyone ever on a podcast. He said, I'm ahead of my time. Because they're like saying like,
this is about to be,
why would you start dating a girl at 16 or whatever? His response was like, I'm ahead of my time.
Trying to get her.
That's like
fucking crazy.
So
You're not supposed to say that part, I don't think.
You can't say that part. That's why I'm like, that's crazy.
He tried to turn grooming into a bar.
Like, I'm ahead of my time. Like, she's a rich, like, when she's 18, she's gonna be rich. Like, I'm just hitting it early.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She's still in high school. Nigga, you pulling a Maybach up, even though she didn't go to high school because she was a Kardashian.
But that's another thing I saw during all that is that, like,
but picking her up.
Picture being Black China. You're living with this dude, and then he makes the decision that he wants to spend the rest of his life with somebody else, and then One Arm's got to be the one who's in charge of taking all her shit and dumping it out onto the street.
Yeah, packed up all her shit like it. We have a high schooler moving in. We don't need any cocaine in the room, China. We're throwing your shit out.
Sheesh.
Insane.
She found God though, so
yeah. She found God.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah. But
Tyga walked so that Travis Scott could run.
Just imagine losing Lena to like 17-year-old little rich fuck.
AMBJ or some shit.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of like a 17-year-old boy.
Little Tyler.
Little Tyler. Little Tyler. Little Tyler PLC chick. Yeah.
I would be so mad. Holy shit! It really like Black China didn't do a lot to weaponize that. Really,
Fuck Robin had a baby. She got into the family. That
Yeah,
was
that's
the
crazy.
funniest shit ever.
that is funny.
That was
Okay,
a-
yeah,
That
you're right,
was
yeah.
the funniest.
That was-
shit
that was
a great
hilarious, bro.
finesse move. Keep it a stack.
I'm gonna
And then-
fuck the fat white dude from the family.
Like, I'm in there.
And bleed a ball is like
No, my kids are going to be Kardashians.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They're
Right.
Kardashians.
Yeah.
She has
Yeah.
Kardashian kids.
Yet somehow,
Tiger doesn't have a Kardashian baby.
somehow
Damn.
the no jumper restroom, the no jumper restroom at the old studio was unacceptable to her. Despite that,
Yeah, maybe that's her trauma.
yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
deep seated. No
Damn.
pun intended.
When I really think about her expensive ass sitting down in that bathroom,
Hover.
it's like no, but it's like that bathroom was totally fine for me, for everybody
For
else.
the guys, right?
I guess really when you're talking about Black China's ass, I can admit that like it might not have been.
She's done coke and worse. Bathroom.
Yeah, probably. Hey, I just want to read because we got a $200 donation from Gucci Diamonds and More that just simply says Crippin' ain't EX, and I'm thinking it means Crippin' ain't EZ. It's supposed to say EZ.
Yeah.
But wow, thank you.
But somebody got to do it.
That's glorious.
Our Crippin'
Thank
ain't
you so
extinct
much.
because these niggas is bunk skunk out here.
That bunk skunk.
Bunk skunk is crazy. Define bunk skunk.
Like you super bump.
The most bunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bunk skunk is like some lame ass weirdo.
X4 uses it a lot in his
You're
songs.
bunk skunk.
Okay, I'm gonna get on
Talks
that.
about bunk skunk quite a bit.
I
like
think
it.
gangbangers pick up this lingo from jail that when you say something about like a nigga being bunk, you got to make something that rhyme because you know what I'm saying, nigga Duke Luke. You know what I'm saying, nigga Duke Luke, nigga bunk skunk.
There's another $5 donation. They was talking so spicy about Lush like a bunch of mean girls. Where was that energy when Geechee was talking so highly of the Uno? I like the Uno.
I mean, shouts to my dog Geechee. You know what time it is. That's
In the
like
real
my-
world, Lush
like,
gets respect. It turns
Not
out.
us.
That's the homie. You feel me? But
Yeah.
regardless, look, fool. I didn't even want to have to go there, but y'all just made it so. Hey, like the hypocrisy is just a great way to describe it. Like you call T-Rail now refers to me as the crackhead with the actual admitted powder head right next to him. You feel me? Like, like
Yo.
like it's crazy.
Like every diss just like kind of draws attention to the hypocrisy and kind of doesn't do what it's intended to do.
it makes zero sense to me. I know that.
Who used to fuck with the pot?
I mean, Smack always talk about how he's like, we've had like,
Smack is the homie, bro. You can't-
cool, but like,
I saw a clip
You
of
feel me?
Smack
Like-
who was stomping the other day, like a different one, like
Like
not
a
the viral
different
one, a
one.
different one.
Yeah.
And I said on my story, and I'm going to repeat it, God did us dirty when he took that man's foot away.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because that boy can dance.
he's definitely like Smack's got gigs. He's an entertaining dude.
Hey,
These fools all talking shit about me. I'm just not like gonna just idly sit by anymore. It's like fuck that.
And me and Smack have been having conversations about his dancing, about other things, and I'm not. Can you confirm? Lush, you would never lie about anything, but what do you see right there?
I see some reactions. I see him reacting with that laughing face to your different stories on his.
I personally think that we may live to see the day where Smack takes his talent, his immeasurable talent, and we bring it to this platform.
That'd be great.
So bringing
that'd be
Smack
great.
back.
Can we all do a prayer? Okay.
Amen.
Welcome back, Smack.
You missed the
Welcome
prayer
back.
man. You missed the prayer man in the A. I almost took his bitch. I didn't know it was his bitch.
Let's just start paying him.
I'm gonna talk.
We should start paying him.
Even if he doesn't come in. Eventually he'll feel bad. He'll start having to come in.
Yeah, you have to come in, put him on
Now,
the payroll.
that's another thing. I done
Oh,
got-
wow, because he's probably not even on the payroll, huh?
He would probably really appreciate it. What were you saying?
I was saying another thing is y'all have no idea on how many people hit because you know I was in the A. How many people hit me up like you're out here? Where you at? What do I'm like? I'm not out there. I didn't get invited. They don't like me.
Yeah, we was
We
fucked.
gotta move around with a small
Damn, it's
squad
crazy.
now.
Like that's how because I
need
wasn't even
y'all.
tripping.
I just need to know to be out there.
You know what? Oh, I want to say this about the Atlanta thing is that many times I've said if you're out of town, you should just get a hotel room, because then you don't have to deal with the complexities of the Airbnb. And when I say complexities, the reality of somebody potentially running up in your shit
with cameras.
Having spent time in a hotel,
it's all Airbnb work from now on.
Yeah, we were a little too lit to be staying at this hotel, because it's like literally we would go outside to smoke blunt slash spliffs, and it's like you're taking like 7 or 8 photos while you're smoking, and like people are pulling up. Like you're having to kind of like watch the cars as they travel in. It's just sort of like, wow, this is a place where if I was a little bit more lit, like if I was controversial, like, more so than I am, like just us being in there, I felt very beloved. But if I was more on the controversial side, staying at this hotel would probably not have been the best idea, because there's a lot of attention, let's just say.
Yeah, bro. And then I was out there smoking at 2 a.m. one time. I'm like, I'm going back inside. Julio. Even though we were protected by God, and we had security
covered by the bloody Jesus.
But I still was like, nah. I'm like, never know. I think the weed was making me paranoid. I'm like, damn, did you see him creeping by the Tesla though? Like, what if they come creeping around and I don't see it?
But you were thankful to have some Teslas that are recorded just in case.
Yeah, for sure.
Just from a cinematic perspective.
So this one little football player dude, because it was a whole football team there also that was playing against Clark that weekend. He posted a picture of me, and he asked me, and then at the fucking hotel that we're at. I'm like, no. I had to hit him in the DM. I'm like, no, bro, take that down, cuz. I'm like, repost the picture another way. He like, my bad, bro.
I had that Friday night. I walked down there to go smoke a spliff before bed, and literally the lobby of the hotel is an entire high school football team.
They were in college.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Large percentage wanted to take photos of me, and I was kind of like, okay, this is kind of a weird spot for us to stay, because there's a fuckload of people who know where we're staying as of me meeting this football team.
The football team's probably from out of town, or else they wouldn't need to be in a hotel. So
that's a good
makes
point.
It like slightly less dangerous.
Yeah, but it was like a D8 team, though. Everybody were
Cousin
just
Charles
down the street.
Cousin Charles from Boulder Crest.
From fucking Albany or some shit. Like Quando Rondo and shit.
Let's just, we already did this topic, but maybe we could just grill the Bricc man a little bit real quick. Let's just read this this news story that was going around. We've got YSL Mondo right here saying, I'm officially done with the streets when I just seen a real street ninja emoji co-sign this rat. It just let me know the streets are done. And ninja emoji just proudly hung with Buddy a whole day, taking pictures, all types of goofy shit. I can't wait to see y'all disloyal, fake, real N-words faces when bro come home. Make sure y'all stay on that side. I wouldn't even want y'all type ninjas around me, because y'all don't have no loyalty. It's showing y'all going broke. Y'all will do anything for some money and motion. Sorry, it's so wait. To read.
I already know.
Go ahead. You can
This is a person that if you was to invite him here right now, he would be here.
But listen, he was mad because we didn't go pull up on him. But first and foremost, you're an outsider. Nigga, don't nobody fuck with you, boy. I'm the only nigga fuck with you. When the last time you talked to Slime, Dolly, anybody, nigga?
Damn.
When is the last time, boy, nigga, you the only nigga from YSL that ain't on the case. What's to you, nigga? At the end of the day, I just been hold back. What's to you, though? On 6-0 Crip, you talk about no motion, no money on the dead homies, and I was out there, cuz. At 6-0, you know where I was at. You know where Peter Street at, all that. Come on, cuz. On the dead homies. You niggas not looking for Woody. Point blank period. Y'all not looking for Woody, cuz. And Slime is on the phone with cuz. Slime and him got something going on. It'll be hoove me, or it'd be the best of me to not start nothing with this nigga over Slime while he fighting the case, actually, nigga. And you're an outsider, though. On the hood, I'm probably the only nigga that accepts you, nigga. How much money you done sent down the road, nigga? You sitting with DK. You sitting there with DK, and DK for sure told on the nigga. And you talk about me and this nigga helping the homie get out of jail, nigga. The fuck is you talk about, weird ass nigga? And you know you can't do nothing with me, nigga, 100%.
Damn. Well, shout out to Mondo, because he was a very nice guy when we did that interview. But damn,
nice as hell.
I mean, to be fair, like he could have posted that sentiment in a much nicer way.
You
That
the
wasn't
reason
so.
bro wearing skirts and shit, nigga. Let's be real.
Whoa.
Nigga. Oh, sick show. You was the first nigga dressing like a trans, nigga. Fuck is we talk about?
Oh shit!
So he's innovative fashion-wise. He's fashion-forward.
Doesn't get the credit he deserves, maybe.
Clearly, I mean, damn guys, that's how it is. All right.
Because I never read his post. I didn't do it on purpose. I swear to God, this is my real reaction. I've never seen that post.
Really? Okay.
I DM'd him and I said, nigga, you doing all that off a picture. I didn't even see what he said. I said, you doing all that off a picture. Nigga, I really respected everybody's fucking wishes. And I didn't have to. Who gives a fuck? Where was you niggas at when I do it? Nigga, I can't call on a nigga when I need him. Nigga, oh, hood. Like, nigga, I'm the only one believing you. Nigga, don't nobody from YSL, the original crew, fuck with you, nigga. Facts.
Because, okay, the Woody thing is weird because it's like, from the perspective of people who super fuck with Thug, yes, you can be mad at him because of the fact that he revealed certain information in interrogations and shit. But he's also now basically doing everything he possibly can on the stand to muddy the waters and make this situation go in Young Thug's direction. So it's, you can kind of understand why Young Thug's people.
Oh, Bricc, fuck it up for him.
But their attitude is, why would we do anything?
So now if the witness get go ahead. If the witness get tampered with, then what? Then by you, and then what?
If somebody were to do something to Woody, it would be
washed.
negative towards the future of this YSL case.
Yeah, absolutely. How that's going to like literally substantiate a lot of the claims that they're refuting.
So if you love Thug, you might not like Woody, but you got to at least respect the fact that maybe he did the wrong thing before, but he's doing the right thing now in a fashion that we've never seen anybody do.
A motherfucker don't even have to be forgiving Woody. I came out there on business. I went over there. If we had rentals and all that shit, I would have pulled off in the rental and came back and got y'all, whatever the case was. I wasn't even really trying to avoid him. I just know once me and him get together that there's no acting weird because I've been knowing him. You ain't did, to me, you did what you did, but you coming, that's like what if I was the nigga coming to bring, and I don't want to say too, but we're a podcast. We do media, so this is with me not knowing, and that's why I don't cover the case like that because I'm so close to home. But what if I was the one bringing Woody whatever he needed in order to act like that, right? Mm-hmm. What about that person? So he a bitch too? The person who's actually keeping the bridge up, that built the bridge and the lines of communication for these two to communicate and figure out the game plan. Like, how is y'all feeling a certain type of way? I'm not bigging him up and saying, oh, he's the greatest person on earth. I didn't do nothing for clout, nor did I get paid to do what I was gonna do. Me leaving Adam in the middle of zone 3 by himself is crazy with Woody.
I had Adonis with me though.
No, but what I'm saying is,
He's irresponsible.
what I'm telling you is, with Woody, I can stop shit from happening ahead of time as long as I'm there, because I know a gang of people out here. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'd be wrong for like, I'm out of here on your ass.
Yeah, you'll be wrong for not
Like,
going.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to use you as a pivotal excuse, but that's just me.
It was great to have you. You brought a lot of energy to the situation. He's kind of like an interpreter between like the LA crowd and the Atlanta crowd. He understands both worlds, you know?
Yeah. I think that like with situations like this, we got to wait to the end of the case to see how it transpires before anybody really, bless you, makes an opinion. You know what I mean? It's not really a time for nobody to jump out the window with an opinion. You gotta wait until to see what it looked like when bro come home and all that. And
I might get my baby Jade on and just be coming through every day for the rest of the year with my free Jeffrey shirt, man.
You got one?
I don't got one, but I've seen her style. Baby Jade is the female host on Big Facts. She got a free Jeffrey shirt in every fucking color. She is banging that shit everywhere she goes. So if there's any possibility that people are gonna forget about Young Thug and what he's going through, she's out here repping. You gotta respect it.
It definitely, okay. And even in that manner, if Baby J sees Woody, she's definitely gonna carry her. So she's not as gay. She's not expected. But you get what I'm saying? With her, all the love that she has for Jeff, she's not gonna act weird with the witness that's throwing the case. Let that happen when he fucking comes home. And then the fact that I'm from LA and you niggas wouldn't dare get involved with our politics, nigga. Remember that shit.
That's deep.
Remember that shit right there, nigga. You niggas wouldn't dare get involved with these politics over here, nigga. I know I'm a family member because, nigga, I've been out the way, nigga. I'm 6'0", nigga. I came down there to handle business. And I was ready for whatever response, like I always been since niggas met me. Period.
Period.
Period. Point blank.
Period. Point blank.
And what about this situation? So now
It was a crime scene.
all right, for example, because it'll be politics, right? Saying if you was to interview Woody, right? But now you interviewing Woody, you have the opportunity to speak up and speak up for the mass majority of what the people were.
That's what I was telling them. I could have opened him up more.
You feel what I'm saying? Literally. so you can't say
Chicago
we can't see him with you because I do media. You know what I'm saying? So if I have the opportunity to break this interview and I get a chance to tell him the stuff that y'all want to hear me tell him, what's wrong with that? Like, let me work my move. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's definitely a great point, but I respected wishes just off the fact. Anything that I wanted to be asked, if I did want to get dirty, I could have just put it on the fucking questionnaire and it would have just been like I was there. I didn't even get too personal with whatever I wanted to know about Woody. You get what I'm saying? Only because the case still going on. Y'all leave that shit alone.
He's definitely got some, like, our interview was very fascinating. I really can't wait for people to see it, but you get the feeling that there will be future Woody interviews that will be even more revealing.
Yeah, way crazier. It gets sick.
For sure.
so was y'all vlogging or was it just an interview?
We did both. We did like a full interview, me and Remo and Woody, and then we did we probably spent like 6, 7, probably longer hours hanging out with him.
Damn.
Yeah.
So did he did he drive the Hellcat? Did he get in
All that? We got every part of Woody. We got Hellcat Woody. We got 4-wheeler Woody.
We went to the green store.
I for sure would have needed the Molly Sanchez for that weekend, for sure.
It wouldn't have been hard to find.
Explain that joke.
The Molly Santana.
Oh yeah, because that was on here. You asked him what Molly
was at the
Santana.
studio.
Oh yeah, that was the studio, right?
Yeah.
So I never knew, like, Atlanta lore. All right.
Yeah.
I never knew because this is a commonly used phrase to describe
Atlanta music.
popping Molly, particularly from the MPA camp.
The phrase he's referred to is Molly Santana.
Molly Santana, and I know there's a rapper from there called Molly Santana. So I didn't know,
crazy.
I didn't know there. Maybe she named after, I don't know the relation or what it was.
Yeah.
So I was always confused. Are they talking about Carlos Santana?
Yeah.
They call out a Molly. Like, where's the reference? And then he said sand tan. So I was like, oh, see, how did it increase YBG's?
It's the color.
You know,
I
I like, yeah.
Can we take a quick break from this topic to? I know I put this in the title, so we got to hit this one.
Yes, sir.
FBG Butta appears on the news after getting arrested after a high-speed chase. Let's fire this up.
Damn, Butta.
Including this body cam footage showing a chase and eventual arrest of a repeat felon in the western suburbs. The man is no stranger to law enforcement. He testified in the high-profile murder trial for Chicago rapper gunned down in the Gulf Coast.
That's right. As investigative reporter Ben Bradley found, a series of arrests and convictions hasn't been enough to keep him off the streets.
Gunfire in the Gold Coast in 2020 created a startling scene. Shell casings next to luxury boutiques. Prosecutors said rival gang members gunned down Carlton Weekly, better known as FBG Duck. This man, Rakeem Wilton, testified at the federal trial, providing insight into a raging war between rival Southside gangs, but refusing to, as he put it, snitch on anyone still alive. Fast forward to West Suburban Hinsdale last week. An officer tried to pull over a car driving erratically at 5 a.m. when the driver fled.
He's all over the roadway. Just smoked the curb.
The driver crashed into an embankment.
Just threw something outside the window. I can't tell what it is. Hands out the window! Hey, get back in the car! Back in the car! Get back in the car! Foot pursuit over the tracks.
Officers quickly caught up to Wilton.
Stop!
Once he was cuffed, he clammed up.
What's your first name? I ain't got it. What do you want me to call you?
Police.
Exclusive new details, including...
crazy. And this comes on the heels of Butta, like, apparently, allegedly getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah,
because
Butta good.
because there was
FBG.
like the last time we saw a news update about Butta, he had 2 black eyes that he was blaming on like potentially like some sort of allergic outbreak or something. But it turns out that we heard from FBG Young and them that they had seen the video. I don't think the video's been released yet.
Oh hell no, big fella.
He got fucked up in a situation and apparently got arrested right after.
And when I made an eye syphilis joke, Bricc was like, "No, this is serious. He has a real affliction."
But yo, they're talking about him potentially getting like 6 years or something, which would be so insane. If we went from seeing like literally a new FBG Butta interview like 2 times a week for the last year to all of a sudden just having like a huge drought, that would be a damn shame.
I like Butta. He's chill.
He'll be calling in like Crip Mac.
Oh my God. I advise everybody out there to go and, I might just pull it up. Shout out to Channel 5. I watched the Channel 5 video about Crip Mac last night. You have to hear the fucking phone call that he does with Andrew at the end of this video. Oh my God. I got to play this. This is too, it's like, I always think that I'm just done, like that I've kind of like reached max entertainment from Crip Mac, and then like you hear this phone call and it's like, oh my God, he is the gift that keeps on giving. Like it never stops.
After telling the judge I've been doing my workouts, that's infinite. That's infinite right there.
Where did you get this beer from?
That's him.
That's his new money.
Wait, check this out.
At the treatment provider. Do you understand?
We gotta listen to this.
Which may include evaluation and counseling until discharge from the program by the treatment provider. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
A violation of any of these terms will send him right back to jail and require him to complete the maximum mandated sentence.
We're about to call Crip Mac.
You make a fucking phone.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, man, I think I got a great deal. I got a great deal. Attorney Benjamin did well. Attorney Benjamin.
Listen to the way he's laughing.
I'm coming up. I'll be on 2025. I'm ready for this.
Evil villain.
Courtroom before. I was pretty nervous for you at first with what the judge was saying at the very beginning. I didn't know how much time you were going to get.
We're custom proof over here. There ain't no justice yet.
You got a message to the youth right now who might be listening and wondering how to do right and how to stay out of trouble?
Get good grades, do something active, and clear something crafty. You can accomplish anything in life, kid. Complete something in life. I want to let motherfuckers know nifty accomplished.
Oh my God.
Complete shit in life. I'm a complete probation without drinking and without
listen to this part.
up and in the street.
Because this is him explaining how
He's so lost.
This is him explaining how he's going to get through the probationary period without drinking a cold Old English. And I'm gonna have to request we need silence to listen to this part because the way he talks about this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Listen to this.
Not fucking doping. I can go that time on probation without a cold motherfucking ice cold Old English. Guess what? Once you accomplish something like that, that's great. Then you can have what you like. An ice cold motherfucking Old English when you complete probation. Once you complete everything, and you're not all probation and parole, you know, don't get your own boy. Stop by.
Oh my goodness.
Like they had to edit
Somebody
out
wanted to put some money on your books.
Anyway, I guess
Can you give us the Cash App or some way the fans can throw some money on your commissary to make sure you're taken care of in there?
She mapped the law.
Hit that right there.
Y'all
C-Mac the love.
y'all sending
Screenshot that.
Duh.
Insane.
Don't.
Shout out to Andrew for this video, though, man.
Requesting hella. I hope it ain't nobody old working this Cash App.
Oh, they're gonna send the request. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
$55.
He just goes on this crazy rant about how once you go without an ice cold Old English for a long period of time, you have accomplished something nifty, but you can then reward yourself with an ice cold Old English.
Hey, shouts to Attorney Benjamin. Let's be honest, dog. Like,
I love Attorney Benjamin, but I gotta say, one of my favorite type of dude, and I saw another one in the airport the other day, is a guy with waves, which, from what I understand, takes a lot of effort to keep the waves spinning.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the hairline either here or here is all fucked up. So they put in the effort for the waves, but you just don't have the source material that you really need to create the waves properly. Attorney Benjamin, I know that having immaculate waves probably not the most important thing in the lawyer community. But he's holding on to those things for dear life.
He's wavy like Max B?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Take that money and go to Turkey.
Go to church.
Accomplish you something nifty. Then reward yourself.
That's why Adam can pop it, right?
Neighborhood street.
Exactly. Yeah. You know how it looks like?
You did it.
My hairline would be probably about right here.
So you can pop it.
Oh, I'm popping. Yeah. I would look like George Costanza. Yeah. And
I think you would just be bald, Adam.
The primary supplement that people take in order to make their hair not recede is Finsteride, I believe it's called, or I forget exactly what it's called. Either way, I don't take it. Want to know why? It decreases the size of your load.
Really?
I need all the cum I can get.
So you either choose hair or a nut. That's
literally.
That's
just imagine trying to blow a load and it comes out runny like molasses.
Yeah.
How cool are you?
I took it for about a week.
Oh, why do you think I'm bald?
I took it for about a week, about 10 years ago, and I didn't see a huge reduction in the size of my load, but even back then when I was a non-porn performer, I was like, no, I can't. I need all the cum.
Pause.
Bring me cum.
Yeah. Pause.
If I ever do a meet and greet or something, bring me a jar, and I'll inject it into my body.
Wait, whoa.
Big unity, I take back everything I said. T-Rail.
Because Black just said he'd do something, bro. Black just had we'd talk. Yeah, dude, tap in to big facts. Because him and Black had a nice discussion about
we were getting sexual.
Stern. Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think he'll stern down no.
But after you get the cum injected into your veins, get yourself a ice cold Old English. Whoa, it just hit me. We need to see the Costco guys with Crip Mac.
Oh my god,
that would change the fucking game.
Boom, cuz.
Boom, cuz. Boom, cuz. I miss him,
especially because Crip Mac used to call Bosco Costco all the time.
The only person matching Crip Mac's energy in these Crippin' YouTube street is off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vernon Avenue.
Vernon. That's I want that to be my reaction to anytime someone says something true. Vernon Avenue. Vernon Avenue. I love that. Oh my god.
I've become a Snoopy Badass fan as well, I must say.
I feel like he must have the thing that sends out everything he posts as a DM to me. Yeah. Because I feel like every single time I go to my Instagram inbox, Snoopy Badass says, I really wish he would just send me the high quality stuff so that I could kind of.
He's funny.
Yeah. Because I see him talking about us, but I get it DM'd to me so many times, I don't know what to click.
I might be his manager, man. I done turned him up in these YouTube street.
I love that for you.
I might manage him from a distance. Nah, I ain't never.
From a distance.
Look, everybody's gonna take that clip and run with it. I'm playing around, but hey, keep doing your thing, Snoop. You're making noise out here, man. Stop talking about that snitching shit.
I don't know if I believe it. I don't think you have the patience necessary to manage Snoopy Badass.
I
don't think that you're that kind of person at this point in your life.
Yeah, we're custard proof over here.
Custard proof. Yeah. Not that he's a custard, but
we're custard proof.
Yeah.
Speaking of being custard proof, there's an interesting threat that popped up.
Let's talk about that threat. So allegedly, there are people out there who claim that they have a copy of.
Well, so the threat was this. All right.
Wait.
Lush, stop talking shit or saying what you're doing, or else we'll release the footage of the fade between you and Almighty Suspect. And to that I say, drop that motherfucker. Please.
Sounds like a run to me.
And not because I did good in the fight. I got my ass kicked. I've been said that. But you know what? It'll make for one of us that has fade footage on the internet.
Because I was about to say, it was an invisible fade right there where they dissing that, right?
So
it was like
multiple
China.
There's
you get a Chinese fade. That's what the YouTubers do. They do Chinese fade.
What's a Chinese fade?
A China Mac fade.
So, when I heard
that was a fake one. That's a fact.
So when I heard that, I mean, there's multiple fake ones. You know what I mean? There was the fake, but
Weezak.
Yeah, and the fake bell fight. There's multiple.
That was admittedly fake.
The funny thing about it is, right, Lush might be the only YouTuber out of Los Angeles that has pulled up for that fade. No, Crip Mac, without being paid for a boxing match.
Wait, and they done pulled up on him too, and he went outside to catch a fade.
Yeah, every time he was standing on business. He would have made it in Druski's house.
Drove an hour out of my way to, you feel me, to fight somebody I knew was way better fighter than me and way more, you feel me?
Explain that.
Because I lived in Pomona.
Probably rush hour.
I was about to say,
I'm
like, hey, man, you say MacArthur Park.
I lived in Pomona at the time. This is before I had the job. I literally drove an hour out the damn way.
Peep game. Peep how mature I am. I knew that video was floating around the office and whatnot over the course of the past couple months, but I didn't even ask anybody to see it. Yeah. Lush sent me it today. It's like a Vine. It's like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And it is funny.
Vine. What happened to Vine?
Vine went bye-bye.
Oh, my God.
You were probably locked up when they sold that shit to Twitter, and then Twitter just shuttered it.
That's crazy.
And then TikTok take over the world, so they probably kind of wish that they had put some more effort into Vine,
So Suspect did something really smart, and I give it to him. And what he did,
he said, "Dad, film this."
Well, okay. So when we caught the fade, he did film it. You feel me? Like,
well,
or it got
dad,
filmed.
right?
I don't know. It got filmed.
Okay.
We just gonna say it got filmed. All right, it don't matter because
tripod.
You're supposed to pull blame me out like, nigga, put all cameras down, nigga. We finna get out. Dead homies. Nigga, pull that camera up and get hot.
Unfortunately, I violated that protocol. I'm sorry, Bricc. I'm sorry to let John Kill Squad.
Cameras going back up as soon as you draw down. Hey, put them.
But I will say, LA Cool was very impressed by my fade fit. He's like, damn, like you, like, cause I had a jumpsuit on. He was like, damn, that's your like fade outfit.
Shut
like,
your corny. What you just say?
My fade
the
fit.
LA Cool
Your fade fit.
fade fit.
Oh my God.
The fit that I wore to the fade. It wasn't like a preconceived.
My fade fits.
Like.
You knew you were catching the fade, so you have a fit.
I figured it would
You
be
just
good
put
to
it.
have.
Gordy just did an accidental snot rocket into his blunt as he was rolling it. I actually really want to see that. I want to see like what kind of booger it is because I'll smoke your booger.
If that was me, there's cocaine in there.
I'm not smoking that, dude.
Holy shit, that was insane.
All right,
so how do you? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the fight was filmed regardless. After the fight, like we chill, we smoke a couple blunts, I get a text from Big Suscurb, and it's the knockout punch. You feel me? Like
he sent it to you right away.
Like as I'm like driving away, probably like had been gone for 15 minutes type shit. He knew, I'm on the freeway on my way. Not like that, but you feel me? Like
let you know don't be running your mouth. Don't get it fucked up because I'll be on podcast because I put his Glock out.
And that's why he did it. It was an insurance policy, so in case I couldn't be like, yeah, fool, and then I rolled up and hopped out South Central, caught the fit.
Did he disappear like poof?
Which he appeared like poof.
Or appeared,
He appeared like poof. The thing is, because I really wanted to do all that, I wanted to be like, to get a little bit of glory from the fight, even though I lost. Just being honest. Just being honest.
I love a podcaster who's willing to live their truth.
I'm living my truth. Good,
positive
bad,
or negative. That's how you know it's all good.
Right?
It's all real.
It's all real.
No, for sure.
With few
on Vernon Avenue.
Almighty slapped me like an Alpine.
You feel me? Like an Alpine.
Yeah, when he hits you, it's like a loud thud.
Yeah.
It's like thud.
So, okay.
Thud.
So around that time, I know people in the No Jumper office are seeing it because I'm hearing different people, like someone that's never known to get busy with the Glocky.
He wanted to see it?
No, he told me, he's like, yeah,
he
I seen
saw
that. Multiple people, and I'm
so he's a snitch too.
That's amazing. It hasn't got
He wasn't
yet.
working here yet, and he said he seen it.
Oh,
he was letting No Jumper tee out.
Around like when I came back for the next episode, the next abysmal failure. All right, thank you for clarifying.
I say that, Church.
So I get there, and this fool. So basically, I'm expecting it to get around, and he has sent a screenshot to different people. It gets around the community a little bit, but that's it. That's all. So today, I'm expecting Sus have already to show that he's like, I ain't even really showed anybody. So I'll get into that. So what happened was this: I'm getting ready.
He was selective though.
Yeah. I hit up Adam, and I'm like, Adam, this was going on. These fools talking about, oh, we gonna drop it on our Patreon, this and that. What if we just drop it? Let's put it out to get ahead of it. Because I text Sus to something.
I'll put it up.
I had an inclination.
You just said the word. I'll put it up.
Well, here's the thing. I want you to read the text, and this is how. All right, y'all could all read it. Because I texted Sus, and I was like, "Hey, bro, I know this is gonna sound kind of weird, but would you mind if I put out the fight footage?" I'm assuming if he see that I'm hitting him up, he's gonna think like, "Hey, did you send it to?" I don't care if he did send it to y'all. Put out the fight footage.
Right.
Like, how does me being a man of my word and doing what I'm supposed to do and having honor? Like, I don't find any embarrassment in that.
You gotta respect it.
It's a lot more honorable than faking a fight with a Chinese dude.
Or this is the same dude that you didn't want to fight, that T-Rail didn't want to fight. You feel me? When you wanted to fight him, he didn't want to fight him. You know what I mean? And
he was trying to make Keen take his fade, right?
Somebody else, yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, something of that nature. So the lore goes. Regardless, so I hit up Sus like, hey, this is going to sound weird. Do you mind if I drop the fight footage? And this fool, what does this fool say back? I'm going to tell you. Because I know the truth. None of y'all have the fight footage.
Wow, you're scrolling back a lot. You guys must have talked a lot.
We had a conversation today. You feel me? Like, what does he say?
His response was, I would prefer not, but that's on you. LOL. Smack don't even have the actual footage. He's cap. He probably has the same screenshot as Dejan.
Okay.
I never sent it out to anybody.
How did he have a screenshot from Dejan?
Well,
people are holding on to this thing very tightly.
I was literally, as suspect text me back, I'm in the process of posting a still shot from the fight on Instagram just to get people riled up. You feel me? And that's, I was like, he don't want it out. Cool. He's like, I get no stripes for beating you up. Him and I are on very good terms. You feel me? We're good. Like, you know, like we're really good. So
you freestyled together.
Yeah, we like did a whole
recorded the Cipher together. Yeah.
Sure.
Like, no, that's like, you feel me? That's like, he's a good dude. I got respect for bro. It is what it is. Like, I never claimed victory in that fight or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, you got to respect it. You got to respect pulling up for a fade, especially a fade that you feel like you don't have the best chance of winning.
But yeah, if you guys have the footage, drop that shit. You feel me? Get your, and you know what? I know y'all want to get y'all Patreon money over here at No Jumper. We got love for the people, so we'll give it to y'all for free. So if y'all put that out, you can watch it here for free. You feel me?
However,
on Twitter.
if somebody were to put footage of you up on a Patreon, I do feel like we might have a little bit of a claim there to be able to get that taken down. And, you know,
right,
I've been known to get busy with the we might just have to do a little bit of a takedown request. Yeah.
I was in the studio with Almighty.
How was that?
Over the weekend. We was in the studio with Johnny Rose, and
he appeared like poof.
Like poof. He was just there.
Johnny Rose,
we was in there with Johnny Rose, yeah. And we started, you know, the combo came up, so.
Well, I would also like to throw the idea out there. Neighborhood to New Hampshire. There might be a NH ×2 song in the works.
Yeah.
I like it.
You never know.
Going back and forth. Shit talk at its finest.
That's hard.
NH to NH.
So you are from NH.
You know what the cold part is? If y'all ever inclined to do a remix, my initials happen to be NH. Nicholas Williams. You feel me? Like, hey, it's only right, player.
NH to the NH to the NH.
Wow.
NH to the NH.
You're rapping about being in a gang. I'm rapping about New Hampshire, and you're just rapping about yourself.
First, it would have to be the immense privilege in my background.
He couldn't leave himself out of it. He got on that song. That's what it was.
And I will say this, one final thing. For anybody that don't fuck with me, y'all got 2 more months of me not having money. Y'all got 2 more months of me being broke. So get it off now. Get me out the way right now.
Tell him,
after that, it's a different playing field.
Let's fire this up.
Human trafficking,
Check
now
this out.
federal and local law enforcement are taking action. They say the Figueroa corridor is a known haven for prostitution and underage sex workers. KTLA's Lauren Lister has more now on that crackdown.
The feds cracked down. Damn.
High
Hi there. Here in downtown LA today, law enforcement officials detailing their collective crackdown on human trafficking.
She just got off her shift.
In its ugliest form right here in our own backyard, with one victim as young as 11 years old.
Come on.
Authorities say this stretch of Figueroa is home to hardworking Angelinos, churches, and schools, but is also ground zero for human trafficking in LA.
What we see along the Figueroa corridor is a human rights tragedy playing out each and every night.
They say many of the victims are children.
These sex traffickers will recruit victims from foster care, from group homes, recruiting them and grooming them to engage in prostitution.
What is common is 12 years old is the common age that girls are brought into trafficking.
Some officials recounting stomach-turning details of what they witnessed on police ride-alongs of the street.
Various stages of undress. There was a kiddie stroll. That is the name of it, KIDDIE stroll, specifically for the minors.
To target the traffickers and rescue victims along the 3.5-mile stretch from Gage Avenue to Imperial Highway, authorities say they are working together, combining the know-how of the LAPD and FBI with prosecutorial power from the city attorney to the DOJ to leverage all their tools to the fullest, detailing some recent cases.
The defendant in this case trafficked multiple victims and assaulted them, including branding the victims with his moniker on their face.
And for those exploited along the Figueroa corridor, year to date,
84 victims, I'll say children, were rescued from human trafficking.
Local neighborhood.
Wow, 84 fucking kids. That's insane. Because, all right, the reason why that's surprising to me is because when I have conversations.
We want to see the stats.
Someone said back on Fig exposed. Because when I've had conversations with people about what goes on Fig, I've heard them say that basically is like the one rule that is respected there, is that underage girls are not really like allowed to be out there because that's
be beating them up and all that, running them back home like, go in the house, bitch.
Well, the reason they told me was because it's like such a magnet for cops.
Yeah,
that like it's just not worth it. So like people will literally like beat people up and shit if they're around because it draws too much attention from the cops. However, I'm 0% surprised to hear that they were able to capture a bunch of people.
What's funny is that's the target, and when there's a whole other underground subsections of LA that are way worse in that regard when it comes to that. Like, you feel me? Like there's literally
a 12-year-old on a blaze. A 12-year-old on a blaze.
But check it out. Go to Pomona. Go to the Pomona spot. And my girl is the one that pointed it out to me because I was like, because this shit shocked the fuck out of me. And in certain areas where there's population that are
get it out.
Heavily, a lot of immigrant population. You feel me? Like from particular areas like Central America and things like that.
You think they've already cleaned it up over there? Like this is already something that's happened, or they're like planning on it?
I went to the damn Pomona swap meet with my girl, and she was like, and she starts like tripping. I'm like, yo, what's wrong? She's like, you see that camper over there? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what's that little kid doing standing next to that lady holding her hand? And she, like, my girl's Central American, so she's like cued into. She know what to. I would never know what to look like. Yeah, I would never even think about that shit. You feel me? And then she's like, check it out. It's like she like selling this fool to the little ass kid, seeing like some fucking rocker looking white fool walk over, and I'm like starting to trip, right? Like I'm about to go, and she's like, you can't do anything. And she's like, it's way above your head. You can't do anything. And I was like, damn. I was, you know what? Like I don't even fuck with the police, but what's cracking with the police? Damn near like this shit. Like I don't even give a fuck. Like
it's different. You see a child getting raped,
and that's what I'm saying. Fool. Like I don't give a fuck. You like
kill that nigga.
I'm like, yo, that shit is. I'm like, and she's like, you think the police don't know? Like this, you right on Holt Boulevard. That's the blade out there in Pomona, by the way. You feel me? So these things exist. What the fuck they talking about? Like I would have never known. That shit was eye opening as fuck and terrifying. And I really just want. All I said was this: if I ever see. And what my girl said next is really, really disturbing. She was basically like, hopefully, I don't even want to say what she said, but I'll say this, that if I remember this dude's face and I ever see this guy again, bro, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I think you should leave it to the local authorities, because probably, like when you were just describing going to fight this dude, I'm like, Lush, please don't. That sounds like, as much as you want to be Batman in that moment,
feel like we don't need Lush riddled with bullets.
No,
at the
that's why.
swap meet.
That's why. But that's the thing, though. So if I catch him somewhere else, I'm not gonna interfere in those type of act, whatever the fuck. Like, I can't do nothing.
Lush didn't even know to get busy
with the Glocky.
Well, things could change. Yeah,
you dig?
Yeah,
that's crazy. But okay, do you think that when you hear a story like this, do you think that this is like, I don't know, is this like something that you would have expected? Did you know that kind of stuff was fairly common there, or no? You think she's exaggerating?
I feel like that they put extras on 84 kids. Now, if you're gonna say that 95% of those kids were 17 years old, now we cooking with grease. Because those are the ones with fully grown bodies that could straddle the fence of a motherfucker driving by and like a regular person not seeing
realizing what they see.
Because it's 18 and 19-year-olds on the blade and they essentially look the same. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like 12-year-olds on the blade, you just saying a lot about the community. Like, you talking about they getting branded and all this type of stuff. Nobody is forcing people to get their names on their face. You get what I'm saying? But it is fucked up because the kids, like the fact that the kids are getting trafficked or whatever the case is, but these kids in these group homes and stuff like that, half of them are already in the group home because they ran away from home and started soliciting their body. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like reason or anything like that.
I'm not trying to make it
the cleanup, you got 84 off the streets. Any nigga pimping on a minor, I don't give a fuck if she's 17 in 364 days, nigga, you dead ass wrong.
Wrong.
No,
Straight up.
Wrong.
Because when you see Fig, like when you watch the videos of people driving around filming with their car or whatever, and just like, or even when you see like the crazy like high quality photos that people will take where they go down there and just take photos of the hookers like standing on the corner like damn near naked and shit. You don't think of it as like a human rights atrocity. You think of it as just like, oh, there's a bunch of girls selling pussy, whatever. But I'm sure that in any environment like that, there's a seedy underbelly that's lurking right under the surface.
I mean, that's been, bro, there's been underage girls probably on every blade ever for show from the beginning, dog. It's not, that ain't no secret. Like
back in the days, it was way worse. We ain't gonna talk
it's
about
underage motherfuckers doing everything they're not supposed to be doing. Smoking weed is underage people watching porn.
In the crack era,
so it's like
in the crack era and before, like even back when 16 was legal. You get what I was trying to say? But like even in the crack era, I've seen 16-year-old prostitutes, 15-year-old prostitutes when I was like 9 years old, and like ain't nobody at that house. It ain't even no food in that house. They going on car dates right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they right in front of the house with it, like, and going to the store afterwards. It, like,
that's crazy.
Smoking weed like nothing happened at 15. Like, I'm finna go get some more money, cuz what y'all about to do? Like, you get what I'm saying?
I mean, really, I'm pretty sure I heard Tania talking about like
her daughter
being incapable of stopping her underage daughter from going and working on Fig, like not wanting her to.
Yeah,
but she was just so motivated to go do it, and like that was such a mind-blowing thing for me to hear her having that conversation on Soft White
Chain
Underbelly.
her to the fucking bed. What you want me to do? Then I'm fucking abusing the child.
But when the mom is living a lifestyle that's like not all that different,
well,
it's got to be
and
difficult.
that's the thing. And
she ain't standing on the corner though, Adam. She might be fucking some dudes.
But she did though. She
might have, but she might have, but nobody want their kids to do what the fuck they did. Like that, you get what I'm saying? Like
no, but it does.
She's not promoting, and she didn't have her kid on the blade with her, so you can't. That's like if my son start cripping now, like nigga, well I'm famous, so of course, but like nigga, I've never made it cool for you to be no crip. You ain't never been in the trenches with me and just been on the block and just seen me. You know what I mean? Yeah, you been around the homies before. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to go drive somewhere and I just happen to stop at my homeboy's house. You've never been outside thugging with me, bro. So it's like, and I've never told you like, hey, throw this up, hey, do this. So if you decide to be a gang member and I'm against it, it's not really my fault. I could try to change it, but if you run away from home and keep doing it.
Well, look. I mean, like, I got a homegirl. Shouts to homegirl Marisa in Compton, and she's a counselor at a home for abused women and runaways, like girls. You feel me? And that have been on the blade and like that are recovering from that or whatever, and they're all underage. And to be honest, she said that it's a damn near the same story with all of them as far as their first time getting turned out was by their mom. You feel me? Like that's like a very common by their daddy. Yeah.
Oh, they mom dope head selling their kids.
I mean, whatever it is, she said that's and that's what she do for a living, bro. Like. Yeah.
Or just them being accepted to it because that's what they do.
It's normalized. It's normalized.
If you grow up around it all the time, it's the same thing as like, why you didn't want to wait till you turned 21 to have a beer. It's like those kids are probably just thinking this is so fucking normal. It's like such a way to get money that they just fucking, I mean, honestly, it seems like probably a good thing, but you know what it kind of reminds me of is the fact that they recently issued this decree basically like instructing all of the cities in California to get rid of their homeless encampments because the homeless encampments are a political liability for the presidential race. It makes the Democratic institution in place look bad if they can't take control of the fucking homeless encampments, even though we all know what the fuck are you going to do? There's like 100,000 homeless people in downtown LA. You can't just tell them all, hey, get out of here. They're going to go somewhere else down the street probably. So I feel like this might be the same sort of thing where like optically it's going to make LA look better, but realistically what's going to happen? This shit's going to be driven more underground and probably just to a slightly different area.
Yeah, no, I mean like even... It's always going to be there. Yeah. When I used to live in Oakland, when I lived in North Oakland for a few years, there's literally girls that I saw, families down the block from me, and I lived a few blocks from the Blade type shit, and I'll see them little ass girls, and then in a few years they post it outside slanging it. I'm just like, damn.
Yeesh.
Yeah, so it's like I've been seeing that for a long time, and like
it just. The environment, bro. The product of the environment. You see it. Monkey see, monkey do. Like type shit.
The homeless shit. I mean, it's people. They don't want to go inside. Like you can give those people up, and then what they gonna do all day? Now they got an apartment with a gang of regular ass people that live there. Like, what I'm supposed to do with housing? Like they don't. It's like my cousin. For instance, he's an outsider. He got like a piece of a gate for a bracelet. He's like, this is how you know people live outside. Right. This is like this is our bandana, basically. Right. Like my aunties, moms, all that, trying to get him off the street, trying to get him off the street. Like, don't nobody want to live inside. God made us to live outside. Y'all the ones that take pride in this little shit. Like, we outside. I'm like, this is how you know got you.
That's confusing.
I mean,
no, but it really be like that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: right now during this heat wave, MacArthur Park is very less active.
Really?
Yeah. Significantly. The fools are like 1/3. They're handling.
I can't even get my dog to go outside and take a piss.
Right.
Like they know how hot it is outside, and they're like, no, we're staying in here plastered to the fucking ground. Like nobody wants to do anything in this weather.
Yeah, no, dude. Me and my girl, we're about to bend Alvarado to head to the studio spot, and then she's like, yo, where the knocks at? Where the zombies? Like, I'm like.
Too damn hot.
You feel me? I'm like, they gonna appear like poop in front of Yoshinoya pretty soon. Like
they gonna start going to jail during heat waves to stay in the AC in jail. You know how they usually go to jail in the wintertime on purpose?
You know what?
They're in for a rude awakening.
You want to know a very revealing thing is when you go to Japan and Yoshinoya serves like actual Japanese food, like actual soup and shit.
Man.
And then you go to it in LA and it's like, no, orange chicken.
It's still kind of fire though. Yoshinoya.
That shit sucks.
I've only had it once or twice in America. That shit sucks. But
you're bougie now, all right?
Yeah.
No, not you.
No, I am. No, I had what was it called? Bojangles in the airport. Why were they out of fries?
Did you hate on Bojangles? Wait, hold on.
Why were they out of fries? I feel like I can't judge if I didn't have a fry from the biscuit was very good.
The Bowberry biscuit.
The tenders were okay.
He didn't get a Bowberry. Did you get a Bowberry?
You gotta get a Bowberry.
What's a Bowberry?
You should have got a Bowberry.
That's a different type of biscuit with like blueberries in it or something.
Yeah.
No.
That's him.
That's funny that Popeyes stole that though, because Popeyes for a while you could get like a strawberry biscuit and it was a regular biscuit, but they had little like strawberry like red looking ass like dots on it, and then they would drizzle some icing on it, and it's like you want me to believe this is a dessert? This is the biscuit, you fucking asshole.
It's almost like they're a reaction restaurant.
Yo, like they're trying to get me to react this way. Yeah,
I reacted to it.
Yeah.
Holy shit! All right,
I got one.
So this is like, I guess, fake news going around right here.
Talk about it, boys.
The talk of the town.
Eric
too.
Holder, aka Lil Shitty, sends message for Bricc Baby from
Baby
prison.
Shitty.
Baby Shitty, infant midget Shitty.
Yeah.
Cuz too old to be bringing up this situation, but why Bricc Baby got to speak up on the scenario? Cuz is just an affiliate to who I am, and Cuz can never call himself nobody big homie. I'm considered shitty. G, that stand for gangsta, so I don't do well with people who Crip card don't check out speaking on things, but my card validated as a Crip rolling 60.
So many things wrong with that.
That seems like it was written by me.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
First of all,
Gangsta of all words to use it?
that was typed.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Look, that's not written.
Right.
Yeah, but you got email now. You got they said that was a JPay email.
We got tablets.
Okay, that's what they said.
Yeah,
no.
so they said that he sent the email off a tablet. Me, I really don't like to speak up and all that stuff, but it's like if I could select him to not have grew up under me, that'd be the perfect world for me.
That would make your life a little easier.
Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if it was that easy, then let it be Shitty G.
Given the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Before that, probably not
Before
such a big
that,
deal. Yeah.
nah. But for the last 5 years, if he was a Shitty G, I'd be telling you, like, I'm Shitty cuz that's Shitty G.
If you can put
that's
it
that.
up,
That'd be a great way to distance yourself, right?
He's not gonna spell rolling with a capital G at the end.
Why
He won't.
He's gonna say
Why
G's
is a
for
G on there?
gangsta? Like, yeah.
He won't do
hey,
it. That's not him.
Yeah,
That don't make
rolling with a
sense.
G is not kosher. That's what I've taken, yeah.
And then
You
the
know what I'm
emphasis
saying?
on the word gangsta.
This whole thing does not feel like it was written by somebody who genuinely grew up from that neighborhood.
It's a
Based on my ability to judge
How
this.
about this? I'm about to break my silence to the world. I murdered one of the biggest rappers in the world. First shot I'm taking at is Bricc Baby's crippin'.
No.
Fuck what happened in the
Yeah,
story
first
and
statement?
fuck everything else. First statement out is, ooh, Bricc Baby's a bitch. Don't connect me to him. I'm Shitty G.
When you've never dissed him, when you've always kind of like played it cool,
Yeah.
which is not easy for you necessarily, because people would probably appreciate
would've
if you were
came
just
out-
like, fuck him, I don't claim him, I want nothing, you know.
That's what I'm
That'd
like.
be the easy way out for you.
That's what I'm like, and then it's just all type of shit in between. But you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely the time where they just want to. Even with that, like, does that make it credible? That gives me the clout of the fans loving me again. If we're disconnected, not like that, but you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what was the purpose of even making this piece of content?
But how do you feel about somebody like Nina Boy, who, you know, is from somewhere?
I'm just now seeing it.
You bitch!
He made a whole video about this, an hour-long stream, presenting this. I don't know to what extent he kind of like acknowledged the fact that this was coming from a not necessarily credible source.
Ain't y'all supposed to be cool?
That's what I'm saying. If
Y'all
it's a
are like-
nigga from neighborhood talking about neighborhood, I'm gonna go check in with the homie. And be like, hey, you know, cuz trying to say this about you, cuz, like, what's up with this? Hey, can I run the content on it if it's real? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, hey, or I'm about to run the content. It's real. I'm about to run the content. Either way, I know you're a content creator, so I ain't even gonna stop you from running no content. But like, you act a real oppie bitch ass nigga. That's some hoe shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? You really owe some hoe shit.
But you know why he did it?
Like, niggas is
23,000 views.
Come on, that's the most
That's
views
probably
he
a
ever
lot more
got.
than his average stream gets.
Like,
yeah.
motherfuckers, and then that's why I'm like, motherfuckers that do
Bricc.
shit like this and don't get nothing doc from they crip in their resume, but he be getting beat up on the DP though. But they won't take, but me taking a picture while I'm out on a business trip, that shit has shocked the world, and everybody have like, come on, bro.
How they gonna question your rolling card when we were just with big Seti Nash in the trap?
Shouts to Seti Nash.
Come on
Internet
now.
dog right
Big
there.
internet cripping me and Seti Nash.
Come on. Shout out Seti Nash.
Me and Seti
JK.
Nash, the two biggest internet crips.
The cold thing is that, like, ultimately people even think they have authority to like have an opinion on it regardless. But I will say this, Nina Boy's probably like, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
He knew you was finna shut that shit the fuck down. Of course I'm not gonna call you unless we're really good friends who really cares. You know what I mean? Because like,
Barry Gordy just asked for a cigarette, and he called it something quite. Oh, you didn't really want it? You just wanted to say that? Okay.
You're an
Smoke
asshole.
it now, nigga. You interrupting the podcast. We're talking about.
No, your foot will heal faster if you don't. Well, that probably goes for the weed too.
But really, that's not your, because really we know that if you're not actually friends with each other in real life, this podcast space is very misleading. Like, fools ain't your homies like that, regardless of what affiliations, cars, none of that matters when it comes down to it in this sport. Like, so, but clearly not the homie to that degree.
Yeah, Nina boy, he did it. We know what he did it for. You got it. You bitch ass nigga. This is what you wanted me to say. Oh, the dead homies. I'm going to activate kill squad. Ah, bitch. There you go. I crashed out on you, nigga. There you go.
That sucks because I like Nina boy's content. The catch it though is very.
Yeah, but that's like not like that. That's like loose cannon though, cuz like you just let a nigga come on with anything. Like, and it's not to a certain degree, but it's just like it's not even believable, bro. You know what I'm saying? You weren't in a position to politic that because you're not from the street. So I understand why you had to kind of let him just do what the fuck he was doing at that time, because it's like, who are you to reject what he's saying with no fucking substantial evidence opposing that he's wrong? Like, you get what I'm saying?
But I'm not even tapped into that degree, and what's the first thing I said? I don't know if it's true because it looked kind of weird. That's literally the first thing I said in the group chat. You feel me? Like, because it looks like it was written by a 16-year-old from Sweden that looked like Gunner. You feel me?
I swear to God.
Like literally,
I'm reading it earlier too, like shitty gangster. Like your name would be like Husta Shitty or something. It'll never be shitty gangster. It'll be Husta Shitty.
Of all the names to have, that don't make sense.
You don't even have a choice. Like you come to the hood, like what's your name? Like nigga S Gangster, nigga. What? Like, I need a fade. I need a fade. He changed his name today.
He could have said Loke. He could have said so many different things.
Who big shitty gangster shit?
That's funny.
But yeah,
Sticks in the chat.
I don't know if it's considered a boring topic yet because everybody and their mom has been talking about it for the past couple of days. But
yeah, we missed our win. But I mean,
it's worth it. At least give it a little time. Kendrick Lamar headlining or being the sole performer at the halftime show at the upcoming Super Bowl, which is, everybody and their mom shocked that he was chosen over someone like Lil Wayne or maybe some sort of Hot Boys, No Limit conglomeration of a lot of the different talent that's come out of New Orleans over the years. How are we feeling about it right now? Because it felt like multiple waves of reaction. It started with like, that's dope. Even though, like, whoa, that's a deafening blow to Drake. But then the narrative shifts over to why wasn't it Lil Wayne? Then the narrative shifts to Jay-Z is at fault.
That's what Nicki had to say.
Well, and Nicki definitely cemented that narrative along with Boosie, even though neither of them chose to name him.
I don't think that just because the LA show, I think that was Jay-Z's first show that he had control of at the Super Bowl, right?
I believe
the LA one?
With Dr. Dre and all of them there.
The one that he curated.
So it's like, I don't think that they've ever geographically picked the artist out of the area for the Super Bowl.
Except for that time.
Yeah, that time. And I think that it was like hip hop got it. What can we do to wow the fans? And But I don't think that he signed up that every state that he was gonna go to.
Yeah, Prince didn't perform in Minnesota, bro.
Yeah, but no. Yes, granted, it is up for discussion with one of the greatest rappers of all time. It's from New Orleans, and they call it Louisiana.
But when Rihanna headlined the Super Bowl show, it was while the Super Bowl was in Glendale, Arizona. Why didn't we see Bootleg Kev and MJTV headlining?
What's the new guy that's popping out there?
Who's the Arizona guy now?
Shit.
Shouts to me, Rum Nitty.
Got his
Phoenix.
name already.
You're funny.
You feel my
The
dog.
one that they told us to check into when we got to Georgia, and I was like, oh yeah, they just posted a picture of him.
Who?
It's not even funny anymore.
Oh, I don't even know.
But check this out. What if the ultimate chess move actually is occurring, and Kendrick is achieving his final Thanos ring for the snap, and he's bringing out Wheezy.
That would be.
Because guess what? Guess what? Because if you're a real K-Dot fan, K-Dot did his first few mixtapes redoing
Is this
Lil
a
Wayne.
rollout strategy?
Like he redid Lil Wayne's whole shit.
Are they trying to get their halftime numbers up? What if they doing the whole Cash Money tour there?
I'm just saying. By the way, have you seen Turk interviewed? There needs to be a Turk on No Jumper.
Oh yeah, Turk.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Says some wild shit at him. I mean, wild shit, bro.
I didn't even know that.
Oh,
I gotta watch Turk.
Turk is amazing content.
He got a lot of Texas. He goes to a lot of Texas podcasts and shit. Shit right there in that area.
He talks very graphically about his prison experience and his extended stay and certain things that occurred.
You like a little man fucking in the documentary.
Whoa, wait a minute. You ain't talking about that, right? Other people.
What else does his dick get hard for? They talking about how big his knife was in there, Adam.
Oh shit!
The conversation was so
Speaking
gnarly.
of that, I seen you grab Brick's pocket.
Oh my god!
What was that, Darren?
When you was my celly.
He's holding his pocket.
Well, sometimes you got to grab somebody's pocket, right?
For dear life.
He was in Rome. He had to do it.
Oh my god!
when in rolling.
But
the Rollins too.
But think is there any reality where that exists? Because things probably aren't as good as we think they are between Weezy and Drake nowadays.
Well, he was wearing the EXO chain. There's a few little things that make us wonder.
Right. Well, I mean, first of all, OVO
never.
No, there were a few narratives though, as far as just Jay-Z being in charge of booking the artist, right? So they say one is Jay-Z basically doesn't like Birdman, and it's payback to Lil Wayne and the whole. But I don't.
Lil Wayne didn't sign to him.
No, because or he never Jay-Z never got his money for the Mr. Carter verse. Probably he never sued Birdman.
But we also just know for a fact that Jay-Z is capable of this level of pettiness because we've heard about Eminem having to personally place the phone call to Jay-Z in order to request 50 Cent appearing at the Super Bowl halftime show, which apparently Jay-Z had gone out of his way to thwart, which is, I mean, if you really think about it, if somebody has said horrible shit about you, I guess it is reasonable for you to not want him to perform at this big ass show, right?
So,
Tory Lanez, Chris Brown.
Wait, so if you saying that, so he couldn't, so Jay-Z couldn't negate 50 Cent from coming.
He tried, and then I think he found out, if you want Eminem, you got to have 50 Cent too, and so he relented.
Well, and the fact that
makes sense, and we didn't cry about the game. It should have been there instead of 50 Cent because it was in LA.
Some people cried. Some people cried.
It was definitely a podcast topic, but people weren't losing their fucking minds about it because you understood that it's if they wanted 50, they weren't going to have game. And also,
that would have been so amazing if they had done that song.
And they chose 4 people to be on it. So it's if you're 4 does seem reasonable. Mary J. Blige obviously seemed a little bit tacked on since she's not exactly a part of the Dr. Dre legacy in the same way that somebody like Game was. But also these guys have issues with each other, so I wasn't really that surprised by it, and I understood.
I mean, Mary J. did invent the word dancery, so on a Dr. Dre beat, so that has some merit. I got to give it to that. But I don't know. I hope that Kendrick they really don't want to see the West Coast artists with this much traction. The people that rubs people the wrong way, bro.
They're not beefing with Kendrick over this. You never once seen nobody get mad at Kendrick.
Okay, but
of course he's gonna get some backlash from it.
He's not.
I was saying the other day on one of those podcasts that, from my perspective, there's just some sort of liability that seems associated with this, where if you're going to go on stage in front of 100 million people and rap a song that makes false claims about Drake, Drake's not going to just take that lying down. And Charlamagne said the same thing, that from his perspective, Drake is behind the scenes with his team, making calls, doing whatever they can to make sure that song does not get performed. I feel even on the Super Bowl, wouldn't you? I would not be shocked to hear them censor the pedophile word in the first place.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That wouldn't surprise me. This is a family event. It's kind of a weird word to throw out in a song like that, right?
That type of stuff.
Yeah.
The move is what you do if you're
You sound crazy.
if you're Kendrick is you tease people with it. You like have the beat start playing and then you don't perform it. Like you do some like.
But he kind of did that at the pop out thing. I don't think he was really like rapping along to the worst parts of the disses. He was kind of just letting the crowd do it.
Well, yeah, he didn't have to. Like when you. Like
So
that,
you say go stern it down when Kendrick gets there. This is the part of glazing right here. At this point, shut the fuck up.
No, you don't think Drake is doing whatever he can to stop that song from being performed.
But you were saying the way that you delivered that message was like you were in agreement. You didn't deliver it as like non-biased or on Kendrick's side. It definitely came from right on.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I think that he will do that.
Yeah, but you were like him saying these things that aren't true. You know what I mean? You're choosing
My
sides,
thing is,
bro.
if it wasn't a rap battle, there already would be a lawsuit. If that song was a poem that was published in some poetry journal, Drake would already be suing the poetry journal. It's a rap battle, so you just kind of have to accept that people are going to say things back and forth, right?
So give me the facts on him fucking my bitch and that being his child. He was saying all type of lies too.
Right, but he's not booked for the Super Bowl. And if Drake was booked for the Super Bowl, he wouldn't perform his Kendrick disses.
But because they weren't as successful.
Because nobody gives a shit. Yeah.
To be
if
fair,
Drake was he might get booed.
Right. If he did that,
he might get booed.
That era of Drake's life is over.
It's
still going for Kendrick's life, but Drake's moving on to better things.
Well,
how dare he bow down to Kendrick's level?
But did you hear the new narrative today? That OVO Mall was fed the new narrative, which was basically like Drake has said no to the Super Bowl 4 times.
Okay.
Kind of hard to imagine, but you can also imagine that Drake, like prior to this year, his career has been going so well that you could have imagined him getting offered the Super Bowl and just not wanting to do it because
Colin Kaepernick.
He felt like this was going to be an opportunity for him for all of time. That he was going to be able to do this forever.
He been taking a knee with Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, there was the Colin. He literally spoke about that. I think in the interview he did with Elliot and them and B-Dot when. He's like, yeah, I was gonna perform at the Super Bowl. I believe.
I think we're undermining the expertise of Kendrick Lamar and what he's gonna wow everybody.
Yeah, Weezy's gonna come out. It's gonna be amazing.
But I'm saying like, it's February. The game is in February. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what he gonna put out an album?
It's not like he can really perform the songs off the album unless they're like huge hits.
Yeah, everybody's waiting on that.
They'll probably like announce the album. They'll probably announce the album when he performs, if anything. I would think.
I'm just saying,
that's usually how it gets done.
Right. Well, when did that record drop? Was it March or May? I think it was May. It was sometime around there. March, April, May. When that
feels like 5 years ago.
When that record came out, right? Different worlds.
He's a hell of a performer. Yeah, he gonna do his thing regardless.
But no, we've literally only seen 2 Kendrick Lamar appearances since then. His show, then his video shoot, and then this. The bar is set very high for anything he puts out. Album, single, like he has to go crazy.
Kendrick is going into cinema. Like that's what I see. Like just by him, the way that he brought the commercial to our attention, like that he's even doing the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
The way he pushing the balls through the thing and shit, right? So it's like he's trying to show that he's going into a different realm of what he's doing, and it like just like how you PG Lane and like it's like more like of a you're looking like a fuck you. It's more like you're looking like
an artist,
like a play. It's like you're looking like it's a play. Like what's next?
Kendrick Staples.
What you mean?
Because Ben Staples went the whole cinema.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. That's what I'm getting from it.
I don't know. I think that you just giving him the God title right now. Like you saying whatever he's doing, he got the Midas touch basically.
I'm saying he's intelligent enough to he has the whole world looking, and he already did it already. But I'm saying he's going to capitalize on this whole situation.
He already. I don't see it.
He hears he hears what everybody's talking about. He sees what's going on.
So what? Another diss song?
No, he's gonna make it make sense.
Okay, so what's bigger from a business perspective?
What is you giving us you're giving us like a roundabout. He gonna make it make sense how? Like what are you talking about?
That's the part
he's
that
gonna have an amazing performance.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I'm saying. We're undermining.
The thing is this.
That's what I said. We're undermining. We're undermining that he can make this shit as big as he wants. He can make it as big as he wants.
But he's gonna have to perform Not Like Us, and that's gonna overshadow.
That's the only way.
We gonna be all right. People are gonna glaze right past that because it will go straight to the diss song.
He has to perform Not Like Us. They're booking him.
Yeah.
Because of Not Like Us. Let's be real. He's only being considered one of the performers for the Super Bowl because Not Like Us.
Well, yeah, that's the momentum of everything for sure. That's literally, although there is 2 number 1 records, or 3.
I don't want to hear that shit. Not Like Us is the reason why. Period. You get what I'm saying? No, it's like we could say whatever. It's a viral world. He went viral with the song. It's doing numbers.
Okay, so what's bigger from a business perspective then?
Taylor Swift.
Obviously, Lil Wayne coming to New Orleans at the Super Bowl, being a huge Saints fan. The biggest thing ever.
For sure.
But what's bigger business-wise?
He's not a Saints fan. He's a
Packers fan. He is a Packers fan.
He's a Packers fan.
Yeah, because that's why he loved Brett Favre so much.
He's a Packers fan.
That might be the reason his ass ain't right.
Boom. Cheesehead. With that being said, obviously it's his city. It'd be a huge deal. You know what I'm saying?
Louisiana.
But from a business perspective, isn't having the most culturally relevant artists at the moment kind of a
and he's one
deal?
of the biggest football fans ever. Has he ever did a Super Bowl? I feel like he did one before though.
Weezy? Nah, I don't think so. No.
One narrative I saw going around on Twitter, people saying basically like Lil Wayne is too fucked up from lean and drug abuse over the years that he's just not the person he was 10 years ago, and that's why he wasn't chosen. I don't find that particularly compelling in comparison to the narrative that Jay-Z wanted him to come in and do this.
And shit. So you got it's like how fucked up.
But he don't really ollie. Yeah. He just kind of like rolls into grinds.
He does though, but
so I mean, like that's kind of like a lean thing, right? You might just roll. You might not learn to ollie.
He's still a great performer, and he's still like raps great, even though he might not make songs that people really care about at the current juncture. You listen to any of his tapes. That fool rapping his ass off. Yeah.
That's the best rap. That's my favorite rapper. I'm not saying
like,
that, but then it's like Boosie jumping in it. Then it's Hurricane Chris having something to say. Then it's like, you like, all right, Lil Wayne is the only other person.
At least get one of them.
Lil Wayne and Cash Money is the only other person that should be there. Boosie, you big, you huge, but now we talk about New Orleans. So it's like, at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna get the rapping Boosie song unless it's all Louisiana people there. Like you got to think this is people from all over the world coming to see this game. It'll probably only be like 30% to 50% native.
Right at that, and that's generous.
A lot.
That's generous.
That's very.
To be fair, we've never seen somebody perform at the halftime show who has like a criminal history like Boosie too, and I don't think that's a great reason to leave him out of the festivities, but. It wouldn't surprise me at all if that was the kind of thing that the NFL was like.
Lil Wayne got a gun case too, so then.
Yeah, gun case, but he didn't beat like a bunch of murder charges. Which, granted, like Boosie didn't get convicted.
Not guilty means that it didn't happen.
But I could imagine the NFL maybe being like, is he really who we want to be trying out here? I don't know. And maybe they would say the same thing about Wayne, who has perpetually had a double cup in his hand for like the last 20 years.
Please believe, even if he don't bring out Wayne, Kendrick not dumb. He gonna bring out Juvenile. Juvenile finna do back that ass up. Everyone's gonna lose their mind. Mission accomplished. New Orleans happy. Sure, whatever. It's gonna be. He gonna have a New Orleans legend come out and do. I think back that ass up would be that one.
It has to be the Cash Money people. It's no other way.
Something has to be done to avoid this potentially being a bad look for Kendrick and Jay-Z, which I kind of feel like right now with Nicki being so vocal, that's a real possibility, and that's not the intended effect that they wanted to have, you know?
No, but also I wouldn't use her as a barometer because she's very quick to fly out the handle.
Kendrick getting booed over Jay-Z's politics.
I know, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Drake will love it. Drake's like, fuck
Drake
it.
would love anything that turns Kendrick into the bad guy in this whole thing, which doesn't seem easy to do because he's somebody who has like given us so little to work with in terms of his personal life.
We said that with the beef.
Yeah.
Drake will spend enough money to buy 20,000 Super Bowl tickets and fill those seats with people that are
buy the whole arena.
That'll
boo him.
Yeah, that'll just.
Buy up the tickets, Drake.
That's not a bad idea. By the way, I am kind of impressed by the fact that we lost 1,000 live viewers as a result of the debate going live.
Yeah.
Which happened like 40 minutes ago. Because I was thinking that. I'm like, I wonder if our audience watches the debate. The fact that like 20% of our live audience dipped out as a result of the debate, I like that you guys are politically active. There's probably hilarious new memes already emerging from that debate, and I look forward to observing it on Twitter tonight. Yeah.
We're all doomed.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy,
man.
Okay. I have to dip soon because I have been personally requested by a 3-year-old that I do bedtime tonight. But in terms of other topics that I think might be worth us acknowledging, the fact that Quavo and Offset seem like they have publicly squashed whatever issues they were having before.
I love it.
Good combo with my bro. Now this is kind of like coming right after the Rich Homie situation, which is interesting. That Quavo posted up a picture of him and the other Migos and Thug.
He had a broken heart over Offset.
He had a broken heart over Offset. He had like the handcuffs or whatever over Thug.
Yeah.
And within hours, you got this post, which is, that is like the good thing that can come from a death, is that it could bring people together that haven't really been in communication for years, which we all agree. Quavo and Offset not having the best relationship for these years is really kind of a tragedy. And the unfortunate result of fame in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, Longway was pretty like vocal about us having to spend more time with each other and not knowing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
done that. Yeah, nah. But he was on that too. What he said, he like, I love you, bro. Because he'd been with Rich Homie for the last 2 weeks just kicking it, so it's just like
just seeing Thug.
They got some bangers together too, for real.
Seeing Thug's reaction to Rich Homie's passing will make you think about your homies that you was close with.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? And it's like damn. He basically, and if you look at it, it's like Young Thug is in jail. He can't never tell bro, and like he didn't hang out with bro recently. He didn't see him recently. All he got is these memories from when they was growing up, and then when they broke up, and where all he got is those
and
memories.
these fools were like kids. There's a video.
About Thug.
Thug, yeah.
Well, like you know the Young Thug and Pee Wee song "Loaded." You know that song, 100 bands in my pants.
Nah, I don't know that song.
So that was like an anthem in my life. But that video you're in that video.
No, I'm behind the camera in that video. They had too many guns. I just had got out.
Everybody, you could see like everyone from it. You could see Rich the Kid when he's like 17. It's such a time stamp.
That's how the house used to be. But we didn't tell nobody that Vice was coming. That was just a regular day at the spot.
Yeah.
And they just happened to be there with the camera. That was just regular rotation.
Well, yeah, the lobby.
And by the way, how does a Young Thug start his verse? I know Donald Trump.
He said, I'm up like Donald Trump.
Yeah. I was 15 years old when I was that chopper. I got a carbon 15 when I was 18.
What he say?
And sent a couple niggas to the doctor.
Hey, I get it up, rip it up.
Lush is like a walking jukebox.
That's my shit.
You're like a jukebox, bro.
Come on, bro. That's like, so the fact that to see all those dudes together and you're like, damn, this dude's no longer with us. This dude's no longer with us. This dude's fighting a crazy case.
What I thought was dope, that everybody, like in the NFL, like when they score their touchdown, they hit their Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, hit the Quan.
They was everybody hit their Quan. That was hard.
an era.
That was hard. Everybody hit their Rich Homie Quan when they scored their touchdown. I'm like,
I think that era is what kind of ended his run, because it was like, are you going to keep with the commercial shit? Because now you're in the TikToker whip nay lane, because you made a song called Hit the Climb after that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it was. So he never came back to like that paid music that he started with.
Right, it's hard to rebrand after that, especially like when now there's people trying to say certain things aren't what they were and this and that. So you're like, where do I fit into everything? I don't know.
Exactly.
So really unfortunate because people can say what they want, but Homie Quan made fire music, dog. Like fire music.
Incredibly influential.
Super, dog.
I don't think that they had the proper memorial yet because we were in town trying to pay our respect.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. I don't know if they had the big one yet.
Maybe there's like investigations. I don't know what the hell.
I mean, I saw quite a few people come out of the Druski shit playing some Rich Homie songs, and the crowd was going crazy. I mean,
all the clubs too.
There's just been so like that Quavo picture that he posted. It really like paints the picture of like there's just been a lot of tragedy from the takeoff thing to the thug thing. It's just like Atlanta had so many incredible years in hip hop, and a lot of that has been kind of taken away from them over time as a result of
the Democrats
unfortunate situations.
Do this to rap.
Damn, I forgot to steal the Phony Willis sign off the side of the highway. I meant to grab that.
Kind of wussied out.
Yeah, I didn't want to jump out of the car to grab that. Yeah,
that right there. Like,
that's something
I call it 1,000 Band Phony. That's my little pet name for it.
But this is the thing. Like people always be like, "Oh, Lush, you glazing." Da, da, da. Like, nah, motherfucker. We don't know how long anybody gonna be here. So I'm gonna tell you how I really feel about you when I see you. If you're an artist that's such me in any way with your music, when I saw you feel me, OJ the Juice Man pop up, I had to be like, "Juice Man, where you been?" Like,
Yo, that, you don't even understand the performance he gave OJ when he ran into him was like one of the craziest things ever.
Now we're friends.
He just immediately started rapping. What? No hook or what was it?
No, it's called Where You Been.
Yeah.
Produced by Lex Luger.
You could tell that OJ was dumbfounded. Like he probably gets a lot of love.
Boy is crazy.
But not this level of enthusiasm.
We rapped it together. Like,
he's saying along.
Yeah. Nah, Juice is a character. That's my boy too.
And that's the thing though. So like people could frame it how they want, but I feel like these artists, they deserve that, especially when they're alive, because it ain't easy. It might look glamorous, but the lives that these dudes live is way more complicated than people realize.
But I don't think it's glazing in the form of not giving people their flowers when you see them. It's
not, but people will say they'll equate it all.
Fans think that like you are what they say I used to be. They gonna keep saying that shit about somebody.
I see why he's pushing the narrative.
That's why I'm telling you.
He likes it.
You're taking the spot. So I'm trying to tell you, like, agreeing with everything is what they are specifically.
Bro, this guy wants Drake to headline in New Orleans. What are you talking about?
Nah. You almost agreed with that.
No, I didn't.
I had to get you out your pussy stage.
I just want Drake. Want Drake to litigate our way into not having to hear "Not Like Us" again.
Well, yeah, I totally get it.
That would be a very that would be a great lawsuit if we didn't have to hear that song in that environment.
But like the thing is beyond the allegations being shoddy at best, regardless, it's a bop, undeniable.
So, it was.
You feel me?
I move on very quickly. There's a hit song. I love it for 2 weeks. I move on.
Yeah, when I walked in the club in Atlanta and they seen that we was in there was a shout out to Bricc, baby. They not like us. They not like us. Hey,
I can't believe you didn't post the video of you performing your verse in the club. I sent it to you. You probably just forgot. Yeah. Or maybe.
I thought Hurley.
I know I have it on my phone.
I don't think you sent it.
Hurley is probably deep in the editor lounge.
You see what I told Hurley? I'm like, all the great moments I suck with getting shit on camera. Just like give them to me. So
that was a funny part of that. The Atlanta trip was seeing how dumbfounded Bricc Baby is by how much iPhone footage I'm able to capture while like actually interacting with people as well.
Because he's right there with me. I'm like, what?
You got memory
up the camera, like.
There's a lot of big decisions to make because you got the cameraman filming you, but then I also want to get the footage for Snapchat, and it's like probably more valuable for me to get the Snapchat content than to get the vlog content, so I'm trying to double team it.
For sure.
Yeah.
It gets Mickey and tricky.
It was super funny, though, seeing you perform that in the club because it's essentially the same thing as Not Like Us. Like, it's very not... In fact, I'll say your verse is more like Not Like...
No, like, thank you. Thank you.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking a trans is less abrasive than the things he's talking
Kendrick's into that too, right?
Wait, y'all performed the fucking Cipher
at Magic City.
Him and Bricc
at fucking Magic City.
What, you want to see it?
Yes, I want to see that.
You can see my
Hey,
version of
what'd
it.
you say? If you fucking don't have the fucking footage, it didn't happen.
See?
But I know somebody loved a lot of your parts. He was performing that shit.
People said I don't know how to throw money, which I'm willing to admit that. Also, fuck Yuri.
He had a backpack. We had a backpack stacked with ones. He opened it on the bitches. They lined up like dogs.
I'm a real rapper. A lot of people really like have been telling me I can't let this go. I gotta keep rapping. I thought they were done with my verse at this point. They kept it going a little bit.
Imagine Adam getting a Grammy. Warner Awards.
Shout out to the people who are spending thousands and thousands of dollars in their section just to hear me rap about potentially getting some trans bussy in the future. Yo, I don't want to stop you guys, but I got to dip.
This is crazy.
I'm going to let you guys wrap the pod up and everything. Appreciate you, YBG. I'm glad you came through and told your truth. Bricc, Lush, I'm running out the door. I got to do bedtime with the kid. Shout out to everybody who watched this. Please smash the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We'll be back Thursday.
Come on.
Get it.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? YBG.
You go back to the topic.
YBG back in the building.
Yeah, nah.
Crazy.
Magic City was crazy. You should get in that seat. Magic City was crazy though. Like, just to see Adam and them looking, they like, Shitty, you the boy. You know that. Shitty boy, you the brought the white boy to the church.
Damn, boy,
you got
crazy.
Yeah, he go crazy.
Oh shit!
They like, you know, they
can't
trying to
believe
judge.
that
Like,
shit.
let me get my bitch to be the waitress. Man, put one of my bitches in this shit. I'm like, man, fall back, Jay. I went and hid in the back. We had Pussy Water with us. Pussy Water was there.
Right.
Looking boring as fuck.
That Pussy Water sounds amazing.
Yeah, Pussy Water, FIFA.
Ain't that FIFA?
She was sliding with us.
That's an incredible stripper name. I fucks with that heavy.
No, she's not a stripper.
Wait.
She like a viral like troll rapper.
Oh, okay. That's right.
It sound like a fucking prostitute.
I'm like, yeah.
Stripper. Yeah.
That'd be kind of cooler, but still tight.
That's her Pussy Water right there.
Okay, yeah.
You see the water bottle with the Pussy Water right there?
Seasoned.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all. So yeah, I would have never probably got positive if I went to Atlanta with y'all.
Shit.
Damn.
Nigga, you shouldn't have been in the motherfucking ops, nigga.
Nah, for real. Nah, but that's literally a family house, though. You know the truth. You know the shit.
Yeah, no, I know what's going on.
I'm just glad you okay, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's right there.
Oh, shit.
Yo, the first square, it'll have the notes.
Or they say 910.
Where the fuck is the mouse
To the
at?
left. You're on my mind.
Low left, yeah.
I don't see the mouse. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. You're all the way to the left.
There you go.
All right. Where we at?
Yeah. Oh, they got funeral details on Quan?
That got to be kind of new.
You better just, nigga, that's not even what we
Wait.
He said a Muslim man asked, "What are you doing, Gordon?"
I don't know.
We all over. Yeah, we everywhere.
Give Cutter shit. Here, just come get it.
Well, just push it away. As long as you don't touch it, I got it.
Oh, okay, for sure. You should have been did that shit.
That's like putting a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, especially with that glare.
I'm
It's a
halfway
glare up there
I
too.
can't see shit.
But we do appreciate the
you went to no statements. That's what you tried to do. I see. Look at that shit.
Yeah,
No
sitting right there, no
EP2.
statements. Yeah, episode 2 notes. What's that?
Jesus Christ. It's to the left. It's right there to the left after no statements.
Getting started.
Why does it keep opening it?
There's a lot going on, y'all. We apologize.
But yeah.
Anyway, the Rich Homie Quan funeral. I have yet to see what they gonna do for his shrine and his memorial, because I've seen the support at the Druski show. When we went to the Druski show,
yeah,
the amount of support that he had, and like in those like breaks and interludes of the shows, like the what they call them, intermissions. Yeah, the intermissions of the shows, it was like Quan, but the whole theme was like right before the Young Thug and Quan era, so of course all his fans are in the crowd also.
And that's one of the bigger deaths that for Atlanta hip hop that they've probably ever had. You feel me? I mean, obviously there's Bankroll Fresh, there's Trouble, you feel me? There's Camouflage going back. Like there's definitely been some impactful.
Mozzie, they like.
Nah, but Mozzie wasn't doing nothing. Like he was a.
I'm talking about like I'm talking about like even still that was it.
Yeah. But yeah,
it just is not that,
but they ain't really had one of them ones like that.
Yeah, this is like a very impactful one right here. That's like, you know.
Learn how to move like the Atlanta niggas when you get you some money.
Yeah, they be.
Cause hey, listen, look, they be ducked up. But like one thing about it, when you got money in Atlanta and everybody know you fuck with you just survive, ain't nobody even finna get at you like that. Only like a hater, like they not finna just try to kill you.
They're
Like,
not gonna get at
probably try to
B.O.B. like
break
that.
into your house and bip your car every time they catch you somewhere. But they essentially love to see people out balling in their city. Like it's like motivation for me.
I love it.
Shorty Low is another big one too.
Out here, it's like, nigga, cuz can't have no money. Oh, what did he just pull out? 200,000? We gotta kill him. We gotta take his money.
Well, they're big on like flossing is like a big part of the what I noticed in the strip clubs out there. Even to be like, damn, it seemed like there was more attention on the tricks than the damn strippers sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, so and so over
they
here.
They not throwing the money to the bitch.
Right.
They throwing the money so motherfuckers can see them throwing money.
Right.
They don't give a fuck what bitch is in front of them.
Yeah,
when you throwing money, you look cool doing this. When it hits the ground, it's theirs. But a motherfucker not like, oh, these bitches right here. Let me just keep giving her the money. If that was the case, you'd be handing her $100 bills.
Right, but exactly.
It's for the rest of the club to know you got that money.
They just, it's very flexy, whereas in LA, something like that could be far more dangerous. It's more normal.
No, for sure.
No, for sure.
100%. Like, I remember when I first seen somebody make it rain, I was in Atlanta. I'm like, damn, it was like 05 or 04 or some shit. And I'm like, damn. Because I got snuck in the club when I was like 17. And I'm like, could this happen at Barbary Coast? We didn't have all that.
Barbary Coast? Hell no. What?
King Henry.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Because there wasn't no strip clubs like that. It was like King Henry and shit like that back in the day.
No, but imagine if King Henry was like Magic City.
Yeah, that's it. Niggas would die, man. Like,
So
it ain't finna go like that.
That's
like,
crazy,
I'm
bro.
like, because we didn't have AODs and cheetahs and all that shit. That's some new shit. We had all that.
And there wasn't even back in the day. They didn't have no Sam. The Sam's was like the first one before like Deja wasn't
like
cracking like that.
Type. Yeah, like that shit was all like
it was mixed.
White people
It's
strip
mixed.
club
It's
type
mixed.
shit.
At
Yeah, like a
best.
cabaret.
Exactly. So
Where at?
But all the other
the
strip clubs in LA.
and all the showgirl rooms, the showgirl and all that shit. The what's that body?
No, the fucking burlesque, all that bullshit. Yeah,
it's all type of shit. They got one in West LA. I just seen the Gentleman's Club right there where you get off by Robertson.
Even the one across from Boston.
Ben had Plan B, Silver Rain. They closed Fantasy Island, R.I.P. But yeah, I was.
You be going to them motherfuckers.
I was getting money. What, you feel me? Niggas was like they would see, they knew what time it was. But for sure, I'm gonna tell you like this: going down that way, that's where you're like, you want to go to like an actual strip club, like with black girls. You feel me? That are fire, like Atlanta style. You got to go to South Central and beyond. You got to go to the Barbary Coast.
Yeah, you gotta go to all that shit. Just imagine, nigga. Any of that, it ain't going on right there.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't
Charlie's and all that shit. I'm like, come on, bro. Just imagine a nigga pulling up to Charlie's. Charlie's like Blue Flame. It's in the hood.
Charlie's is
right
crack.
there.
Yeah, Charlie's
Bro, imagine a nigga spending $30,000 and Charlie's trying to come up out that bitch.
What's the one that was on like Rosecrans and like 140th or some shit like that, or like 139th? I forget.
They run the same way, Lush.
Yeah, those run the same way. Rosecrans and
Rosecrans. I forget.
Crenshaw.
Oh, and Crenshaw.
It's like deep. It's deep. Like it's deep in the hood. It's like deep. like near Gardena type
you
shit.
pass
Like,
Raleigh, you make a left. What's the name of the strip club?
It's called like Three Kings or some shit with King in it.
No,
like
that was King Henry.
But no, there's another one, I swear, fool. Like,
what was the fuck?
First Kings or some shit. Like,
I don't know.
That is right over there.
Nah, what's the one that everybody used to go to right there off Crenshaw though? You pass Rallies and all that shit. Nah, hell no.
Nah.
Fuck, it don't matter there. Cause the nigga used to go there.
I don't know one down there.
Cause that shit was cracking. It was before. That was before King of Diamonds. That was before all that shit. Before it was like right around Secret Sundays. But this shit was every day. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but like the Atlanta strip club culture, that shit.
If anybody in it.
They brought it up though. No, they talking about
King Henry. What's Stars, cuz?
Stars.
Vontae Stars. I know. Yeah. Stars used to go crazy. Oh, you wasn't outside, boy.
I was young. I'm younger.
You younger?
Yeah,
I was younger. I was younger,
nigga,
bro.
Stars was just like 10 years ago, nigga.
Nah. Hell nah.
Stars was just booming.
Nah, I don't know nothing about no Stars.
I remember Barbary Coast had a very strict no white tee policy. That was very big.
Man, that was the dumbest shit ever back in the day. No white t-shirts.
They really thought they was
Shout
doing
out
something.
Rich Rabbit in the chat, man.
My dog.
All right, keep it going for 2 seconds.
All right, so they finally pulled up the what Rich Homie Dad said about his okay, so it says Rich Homie Quan's father says Quan's funeral will be open to the public in Atlanta.
That's you know, a lot of people. I think he gonna have
it's gonna be packed.
A procession fit for a king.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And I got a lot of calls. People asking, you know, were we going public or were we gonna go private? And I just said, man, without the fans, there would be no point. And I knew it would be a disservice to not allow some of the people that he touched that would be able to come to the viewing or come to the funeral, man, to pay their respects to my son. So that's why I said I want it to be a grand occasion. By me being old school, I was trying to rush the process probably to hopefully start the healing process for the family. But I had to get some assistance and help. And
condolences and my sympathies out to you guys and the kids.
I appreciate that, man. And I got a lot of calls. People asking, you know, were we going public or were we going to go private? And I just said, this homegoing for my son.
We get the overall.
Man,
yeah.
It's like devastating to hear a father just like speak that, you know.
I couldn't really hear. So what was
shit.
it saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Basically, he just said that he felt that he should give the fans a chance to be a part of his homegoing. So he made a decision that they gonna do that. Keep it open to the public, and they can start the healing process for the family faster. Get it out the way so the fans don't have to expect another memorial after the private funeral, like how them have to witness the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That moment.
The intimacy.
Twice. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So.
Nah, hey, that's you know, our condolences and prayers for sure. And if, you know, anybody out there, slap some Quan one time. Yeah, classic.
Slap some Quan one time.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, nah, that shit going crazy.
They hit different though.
What?
They hit different for sure.
Yeah, we solid.
But shit, that's been another episode, man, of the No Jumper Show, man.
Is we doing
Until next week, we about to have a music stream in like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I gotta eat, so it's finna be a little. Nigga not coming right back in. YBG in the house.
Come on.
Yeah, nigga.
Hello.
We got Lush Uno.
Hello.